Okay, is everyone set up?
Yep, good to go.
Am I up?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then. So, let's see here. You all went to a pirate ship last time,
And
and
that's all your own fault.
hey, you know what? I had fun. You had fun. That's the only thing that matters. You gambled with Boasting Baw's freedom. You had some good, like, high alcohol, like, very fruity, specialty import beer. You met some cool pirate characters, and you captured a guy who was clearly on the Van Thamper family staff, and he confirmed your suspicions that the Harlequin, aka Amric Van Thamper, has returned to the family estate to hide within the walls because it is likely the safest place for him at this point, considering that your group has been very carefully and methodically. I'm blowing smoke up your asses.
Oh no, we have been very carefully and methodically murder hoboing them.
Yes. I was going to say very
systematic slaughter.
I was going to say very, very carefully and systematically tightening the noose around the cult. Yes, like you are. You have cleared out several of their hiding spots, like their actual like points of operation. It seems like there are more cult members just like scattered about amongst the populace, but like actual bases of operation you have done quite a number on, and now you are fairly certain that all of the remaining members of the leadership that matter have been made to return to a single point where hopefully their noble title and their well-paid guards will keep you from getting at them. So it seems to me
that we're going to the
that
zoo? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me, man.
I didn't
Wait, what'd you say? Where are we going?
You said that you're going to the zoo, and I'm like,
oh yeah, we do have to go to the zoo. No, that's right.
I didn't prep the zoo.
Whose fault is that?
Alright. Nah.
Marcus, that
Anyway.
sounds like the most you problem I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, it is a me problem. That's true. It becomes a you problem when I don't have any material.
Listen, that means we get to just make up the animals we see.
Yeah, you're so good at coming up with stuff on the fly, so I don't see the problem here.
God, you all are gonna fucking kill me.
Is that a double-headed warnicorn?
It's definitely not. Fucking warnicorn? What?
Yeah, it's like the two-headed psychic tandem elephant from Adventure Time, but it's a unicorn instead of an elephant.
Oh my god, I do not remember that episode of Adventure Time, so you're just gonna have to forgive me on that one.
When they go through the maze and Jake stretches himself really, really, really thin because the hot dog knights keep cheering him on.
That
Denton's
vaguely
fucking wild.
rings a bell.
Adventure Time is fucking crazy, man.
Come on, join your friends. I love that show. Or I loved that show up until the creator left. But that aside, I had just assumed that because the zoo was on the way out of town, you would just go there after you were done.
We didn't know we would be going out of town.
Oh, we did. We talked about it.
No, like I'm pretty sure, like the lady who you have been working for has made allusions to the fact that you might have to go on vacation for a little while after you finish what she wants you to finish, which is killing the leaders of the cult.
Oh no, we were supposed to take them alive.
Well,
Heavy air quotes.
Deal with the problem.
I mean, if they're dead and they cast, speak with dead, that's really a problem.
Yeah, I mean that is technically true. But yes, I mean, the zoo aside, though I suppose I could make the attempt if that's really what you want.
Nah. Boss fight hype.
Yeah, boss fight. Oh no! The
well, when you put it
sadness.
that way, Avisa, like,
Uh,
I guess we
uh,
can leave it for later.
oh no! Now I feel obligated.
right, we'll have a victory party at the zoo, like on the way
Oh
out.
my god.
I guess. I don't know. As good as anywhere, I guess.
What the fuck is that place called? I need to. I keep forgetting the name, honestly. Like,
Something menagerie.
where's the map? Oh, yes, once again with the dick and the balls and all of the things that you drew on my map. Like, trying to get rid of all of this fucking nonsense.
More stables and menagerie.
Yeah,
That's the
Garenmore Stables and Menagerie and Stony Eyes. Let me see if I can get the... Thank you, Google. You are a useful tool.
People say that about me a lot.
Me too.
I'm never useful though. I'm always just called a tool.
Yeah, a business in the outer city of Baldur's Gate specialized in the handling and care of mundane beasts of burden, as well as the exhibition of all manner of exotic creatures and critters. Owned by and named after the retired adventurer Eubis Garenmore. Who writes these names?
Ubis, Garenmore, probably.
Eubis.
I know, right?
UBIS.
Some poor guy put his name in the game. You're fucking riffing on it. Fuck.
It's like in Waterdeep Dragon Heist, there's a character whose name is Floon Blagmar.
I love him. I would die for
Absolute
Floon
Floony boy.
Blagmar.
It's spelled Floon. I was just like, are you... What?
I love him.
We must protect him at all costs. That's it. It's been decided.
I mean, my party in the Waterdeep game I'm running has an interesting and contentious relationship with Floon Blagmar. I'll put it that way. He has become like a source of great financial security for the party wizard. While the rest of the party is just like, why do we have to keep dealing with this guy?
So he's a sugar daddy.
Not exactly. So in a roundabout way, he's a horrible like he is a horrible philanderer and womanizer. His wife, however, is like, I don't want to get a divorce because he's a noble and this is how we like maintain our position in society and all of our money. So she has asked the very alchemically minded wizard in that party to find a way to chemically reduce his libido so he'll stop shaming her in public.
Okay. All right. I can get behind that.
Which is very funny.
Sure, he did that too.
Oh shit, the
behind a
boy
lot.
sneaking in here.
I was
Getting
here the whole
behind-
time.
Getting behind all kind of shit.
Anyway.
But yeah, I guess I can afford you the option to go to the zoo now if you would really like. I'll just have to make it up as I go along.
I like the idea of us doing the boss fight now and then zoo later, because then at least Marcus will actually have some time to think about it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so
He'll be dead by then anyway, so it'll be fine.
Exactly.
oh my goodness, I'm hoping I don't permanently kill anyone. It could be a death parade, though. I don't know.
I don't like the way he kind of sneered, hopefully.
I know, right? He's been doing that to me all day. It's fucking terrified, man.
Everybody. Put
I'm
your
not a
hands
bad
up.
person. I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, I'll bring you over to the up closer map.
Oh, the up closer map.
Yes. Well, this has the thing where I can like very specifically be like this dot here You know that is the precise location of the Van Thamper Villa at this point. You are you have like some previous intel just based off of like talking to like various people that like the guy that you captured last session, a few other people that you've like interrogated about the building. But I don't think you guys have actually gone to look at it in person.
No,
Haven't we though?
I don't
We've
believe
gone
you
near
have.
it. We've never actually gone to it.
the closest we got would have
We
been
don't tend
the
to
high
operate that
house.
way.
I
Yeah.
thought the closest we got would have been the other noble's house.
No, he was away in the others.
Yeah,
Still,
you've definitely he lives further down like this way in the district. But like you've probably walked near it or like past it cuz like High Hall of Wonders is like right here, right? So like you've been in the neighborhood, so to speak, but you've never like had cause to stop and look at the place. So knowing that you need to get inside, what's the plan, friendos?
I don't-
So we know that the gates are expecting that if they're like guards, that their guards can just walk in through the gates without any problems.
Yeah.
So it'll be heavily guarded then.
There was also the sewers underneath.
Yes, which you have. I believe we're somewhat reliably informed that like people are forbidden from like working in the sewers like immediately surrounding like the Van Thamper like estate, right? Like they have been sealed off for some reason.
Which they look forbidden, so
I mean, I have an idea. It's not a good idea, but it's an
Oh,
idea.
If we're already throwing bad ideas, I've got one after you.
Well, you go first. You go first. We took my idea last time.
Right, man, I've got a potion of invisibility and a tinderbox. Like,
Uh huh.
Well, you just want to go set the house on fire?
I'll smoke it out, yeah. Let's go.
Okay,
I mean-
but Bo, you're not thinking far enough ahead. What about all the goodies inside the house?
Shit, you're right.
I'm gonna say, like, burning the house down is definitely an interesting play. I hadn't. Well, no, who am I kidding? I did think about that. That's why the house is full of goodies.
Outsmarted me yet again. Fuck. Oh well. What's your plan then?
Hold on a second. My plan involves getting a gaggle of peasants and rioting at the front of the house so that they can't escape that way, and then going in through the sewers underneath the house.
What counts as a peasant?
Mine
sorry,
was
on you go.
literally just try and coax my way in, because I've got pretty high stats for persuasion and like fucking deception anyway. Coax my way in and find uniforms for us so that we can sneakily get inside.
Have you got something to disguise yourself? Because I'm pretty sure they know what we look
Yes, I have this thing called a disguise kit.
like. Oh boy.
I only have the one of them, but
Listen,
oh no, that's a lie. I have 3 of them.
listen, Ray with the disguise kit. The only thing I can picture now is really bad cosplays. Have you ever seen those really bad cosplays?
Nah, I'm thinking the big specs with the fake nose and the mustache. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
there you go.
disguises and not really going to conceal the armor and weapons.
I've got this. I've got this.
Magical disguise
I
spell,
think-
perhaps.
Honestly, our best bets are stealing in through the sewers and seeing how well sealed they are.
Or
Here we go.
Or we could climb to the
Or-
roof.
hear me out. I can cast. Oh, Actually, I really
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Is that cheese?
Or creating some sort of massive
It's
distraction
iron.
that we can sneak in through.
I was
It's
gonna
Iron
say
Man.
I could mix Major Image with the peasants and cause a panic so we can sneak in.
Right, here's my only problem with that one. What counts as peasants in Hightown? Is that like the war nobles? Because like
There's-
they're all kept separate for up here.
Yeah,
You'd have to
because
break
remember,
I
yeah,
mean,
remember with the situation being as it is with the refugees and the unrest in the city, people who don't live in Hightown or have special dispensation from the Watch like you do just aren't allowed to come up here right now.
oh, okay. Well,
Right.
what was the
Regular
plan?
presence isn't going to be.
We could make it work if we got word around like the van vampires are the ones try to like get the refugees out of the city or something. Like actually start a riot.
The problem is we're on a bit of a time limit.
Yeah, and we don't want the guards to kill the peasants trying to, get in.
Yeah.
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 We
And-
could
and-
we could just take the guards out real stealthy, like it'll be fine.
All of this to say,
Real stealthy like.
all of this
Yeah.
to say as well, you haven't like you're thinking about all of these. I'm gonna give you this as the game master. You're thinking about all of these like complicated options without having gone and done any form of reconnaissance.
Exactly. What? Think we're professionals or something? Fuck.
Wait, I thought
Oh.
we got information about the house from the dude last time.
Yeah, you've been told about it. You've never
Uh-huh.
gone and looked at it.
Oh. Fair.
I mean, I figured we were hanging out in front of it all inconspicuous, like looking at it right now.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could be having that conversation while standing across the street or sitting on a park bench with like two holes poked through a newspaper.
Yes.
Exactly
Rhea's
what I
just-
pictured.
Rhea's just sitting there like, this is a great fucking idea. Like, I love
Ray's
this,
got
man.
the cult robe on again. So yeah, I guess then if you would like, you can collectively make perception checks, and I can give you a bit more specificity about the building itself, right?
So mom with advantage, I guess. I'm assuming because she has the best. Oh God.
She's
Oh.
quite good. Vert's doing good work too.
Oh, wait, that was insight. But my perception score is the same thing, so it's all
Okay,
good.
I mean that's fine.
Wait, I have better perception than Mom?
Yeah, but she's got like that feat that
She's
just
got
makes her like
super
really
passive
good at.
perception.
My
passive
passive is 21.
Okay.
Yeah,
Apparently, I'm still oblivious.
you're probably still like reeling from the state of the city, right? So yes, the Van Thamper Villa is a stately stone edifice with a detached stable house. Like I'm going to use north, south, east, and west based off of like the orientation that I imagine you are like relative to the house, right? So if you are like south of the house, there are like the whole building is surrounded by a 12-foot high stone wall with like wrought iron like spiked crenellations at the top to try to prevent people from climbing over the wall. The south wall has two gates in it. One which seems to be like the main gate for foot traffic, and then a gate for like a coach, like for a coach or a carriage or some other similar sort of like large vehicle to move in and out. The detached stable building is in the northwest corner of the grounds, set into the surrounding wall in such a way that it actually extends slightly beyond the wall, and actually has a pair of like shuttered windows on an outside facing wall of the stable building. And then the north wall also features a like a postern gate that can be used as like a back entrance and exit. There are two guards standing outside the walls at the front gates, one by the foot traffic gate and one by the carriage gate. There are two guards that guard the back gate. And then obviously, like, lanterns hang along the walls to make sure that the yard is illuminated at night, as is, like, the street and sidewalk around the outside of the building. The building itself is like a 2-story, like, stone and wood structure with like a tower that goes up to a 3rd floor in the southeast corner of the building. You are unsure how many guards are patrolling around inside from this point of view because of the height of the wall, obviously. And if you fully walk around the house, it appears that there is like a slightly more dense clump of like large trees positioned near the wall, like near enough to the wall that you can see the tree like growing above the height of the wall in the northeast corner of the courtyard. And that's basically what you can easily discern from outside. And I'm assuming you're like doing this during the day, right? So I'm essentially giving you like the daytime like guard like allotment. It may change at night.
Eric, can you send a rat to scurry up the wall and see if they can give us a visual of inside the fence?
I can.
All right. So you gonna direct yourself a little rodent friend.
I'm gonna direct myself a little rodent friend. I can only do this once a day.
That's
It's a
fine.
good
And
time to use
and
it.
it only lasts. Oh, it lasts an hour? Fuck yeah! Rat
Yeah,
time.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. Hang on.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna use a rat. I'm gonna transform one of my swarm into a bird.
Yeah. All right.
That's
I'll be right
way better than a rat. Actually, I can transmute them at will, right? Once per turn.
Maybe.
Let me look. Yeah, you determine its appearance. It just says you determine its appearance. Once on each of your rounds, you can cause the swarm to assist you in one of the following ways immediately after. Well, that's just when you're
Alright.
attacking. But yeah, I determine the appearance.
Sure. Okay. We're stretching the definition of what you can do with this ability, but I'm okay with it. So.
Why is it
Because, like,
touching it?
Well, aren't you mixing like your ability to like control it and like see through its eyes is like coming from a spell, right? Like
Yeah.
Which like you're like the thing about the way the Swarm Keeper is written, like your swarm is like technically a thing that exists, but they're also like not technically really animals, right? They're like a part of your class feature.
Oh, okay.
But like I think for this particular case, like I'm willing to allow it because I think it's neat.
I'm pretty neat.
Let
You're
me
a fun
see
guy.
here. It is daytime, yeah. So let me set this for. Oops, nope. Store mode on. Let me set daylight mode real quick. You're gonna want to look in the bottom left corner of this map if this is set up correctly. I'm gonna move you here, Amaya. Tell me if
Sweet.
you see.
I see nothing in anything. It's all black.
Is it? Oh, dang it! Hang on. I may not have set this thing with vision. You see
I'm blind.
anything now?
Oh yeah, now I can. Yes, now I can see a wall.
Okay, so that is like I gave you the rat token. If you want to treat it as a bird, you can. It is currently outside the west wall, basically.
We all know that the bird that I'm going to turn it into, it's got to be a pigeon because they are the rats of the air.
Right, and then I'll move you inside the wall now so that you can.
Okay. We're just going to
Like-
sit up on top of the wall real quick.
Fly over and have a look. See.
Yes. So, 3 on the west.
Yeah, so
in the south.
these 3 here are actively like patrolling around. Like they,
Mhm.
They walk this path. They walk over. Basically, like they walk here, and then they'll walk
Mhm.
over to here, and then they go back the other direction,
Mhm.
and then they go up and they walk around the back side of the house from where you're located, and they just like basically repeat that every like 15, 20 minutes or whatever. They just kind of walk around. They check and make sure no one's like hiding out or anything.
Okay.
This that you're up against here is obviously the stable building. This here is kind of an elevated, like it's a covered like porch kind of situation. And then like if you look above it, like there appears to be like a bank of windows set on like the roof
Mhm.
that covers that porch, like above that.
Mhm.
For what that is worth. I'm like jumping between two maps to make sure I'm giving you accurate like intel. Where'd you go?
I'm perching on the sill of this window.
Ah, okay. So that is the kitchen.
Kitchy.
Oh, you know what's even better? So as you kind of like perch there on that window and
Uh-huh.
you look into the kitchen, I don't know if you can see
Slobber
this
chop.
character here.
Oh,
Yes.
Gabernie.
Yeah, so this is like this very busy like older lady who's like running around like making dinner for people and like doing all of the cooking and whatnot. Like imagine like a Beauty and the Beast, the head
Cinderella.
maid or whatever, you know, just
Yeah.
like just
Mrs.
constantly like yes, harried and trying to make sure that everybody has what they need. But specifically, this boy here is
Slobber
sitting-
chops.
Yes, Slobber Chops is the name of the creature. Is
hate
is
it.
sitting there watching Gabernie like cook and
Mhm.
is like clearly like licking its lips and waiting for any scraps that it can get its hands on. And when it sees you outside the window, it immediately takes interest and
Boja.
jumps at the glass pane. And like
Mhm.
you get the kind of like as like the cat hits the like the glass and then just kind of like rakes at it with its claws and realizes it cannot get at you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But for you specifically and for everyone else, it's not just a cat. This is
Oh.
actually what you see.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
I need one.
Beautiful.
Who's a good boy?
And it's
My
just
mortal
like
enemy.
and just
It-
like
it really is.
It really is. He
from-
goes after rats and pigeons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a fucking flying cat.
Thanks. I hate it.
So yeah, he is watching the kitchen and he is aware of you, but he cannot get at you, so you are safe for the moment.
I'm gonna drop a fat load on this windowsill.
All right,
Listen, that way I know for later. Okay.
fair enough.
It's just Slobber Chops and Gabernie in the kitchen though.
In that room, yeah, that's all you see.
Okay. Oh, did I forget to go? There's no windows over here, is there?
Over where?
Oh, sorry, over here.
There are no like. Okay, so this right here is
Mhm.
actually like a set of windows, but the drapes are drawn.
Okay. Then I will continue around. Hold on, I got zoom out a little bit.
So this backside where you are, this is that like big tree I was talking about that's close enough to the wall.
Oh,
You'll
Big
also
tree.
notice that
lamps.
there are no lanterns back on this side of the building.
But I see two of them right here. There's one right there, and there's one
Right,
there.
but there's one here and there's
Uh-huh.
one all the way over here.
Oh,
But like there is an area of effect kind of in here out of view where there isn't actively like a lamp.
okay. I will make a note of that. I will move on down here.
Making his
Are there any
way.
windows? Making my way.
Making
Are there
my
any
way,
windows
okay.
over on here on this side of the building?
No, that is solid wall all down that side of the building.
Okay.
That's what he wants you
And
to
then
think.
And then I'm back over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I will point out, like, here where I have moved you, like this and this are drape covered windows.
Mm-hmm. And then in the north or the southwest also.
Yeah, and then the southwest part of the building here, and then actually both of these where the guards are patrolling at the moment are a set of drapery covered windows as well.
Okay.
Actually, these windows are partially open now that I look at it on the dynamic lighting layer. So
Who's this bitch?
that appears to be a very stuffy-looking butler who's running around dusting the furniture and making sure that everything is in its proper place, straightening paintings and similarly doing various and sundry.
I'm going to tap on the window with my beak.
Kind of like turns and regards you with this kind of like stern like, oh god, what's the eagle?
Consternation.
I was gonna say I'm thinking of the eagle from the Muppets, whose first name I cannot remember now.
Yeah,
Sam
yeah.
the eagle. Yeah, he turns and he's got like the monocle and like the very like consternation like Sam the eagle face, and he just like pulls out like a handkerchief and like uses it to cover his nose and mouth in a look of disgust.
I'm gonna drop a fat load on the windowsill. So then he has to clean it up later.
Yeah, he kind of like comes over to the window and like just a little furious, like opens the window, like unlatches the window enough that he tries to like push the window outward because it's the kind of like Frenched windows that swing open to try to like bap you with the glass to try to like drive you away, and he's like, I never.
Oh god, can I get in the house?
Sorry,
I mean, if you want,
my headset just did a really weird thing there where it was like, it was on but not on.
give me an acrobatics check to see if you can get in the small gap that he has created.
Siani, what's the dexterity modifier of a pigeon?
I'll find it for you.
About 350.
About 350.
The dexterity modifier of a pigeon is +2.
+2? Okay, so
Yes.
D20 +2.
And you're proficient, probably. Like, I don't know.
Oh
Well,
god.
maybe
Alright.
not.
No,
So that would be a 15.
Okay, so I think you like flutter your wings and like a pigeon coo at him, and he like takes a step back and he's like, oh god, and like you're able to like fly into the room.
Yes.
At least for a moment, right? Like he's now pursuing you, trying to like
Just
knock
shitting
you
everywhere.
out of the air with like whatever he could get his hands on.
This poor butler clearly hasn't played enough Dynasty Warriors games to know where this is going.
Do not chase Lubu. Do not pursue Lubu.
Oh yes, this here is a set of intricately carved and detailed double doors that clearly lead out into a wider part of the house.
But it's all closed, right?
Yeah, and this leads into maybe like a sitting room or something. Unclear. There are paintings on the wall here of like the various members of the Van Thamper family. Obviously over here there are racks that have like wine and spirit bottles in them, and then this is like a fireplace with a low fire burning in it. And then this is just like a large multi-seat like dining table with all of the like the silver and the candelabras and everything are like set out for as though for dinner service.
I really want to poop on the paintings.
I need the exact directions to that room.
And Fendrick is like chasing you around the room, like, get out of here! Get out of here, you filthy animal!
Yes, I'm just pooping all over the place since obviously none of these doors are open, right?
Right. There's no discernible way out of here except to go back out the window you came in, which he has like conveniently left open because he's trying to herd you back the way you came while yelling and flailing at you.
Okay, I will frantically fly around and poop on everything I can get to. Poop all over the floor, all over the chairs, and then I will fly out, and then I will dispel my thing.
Fair enough. So I will.
I don't want to take everybody's time for pigeon pooping.
Here's what I will do, because you can fly. Let me grab your token here real quick.
I believe I can fly.
And I'm gonna show you the other map.
Oh, okay.
I'll move you over here. So this is the same house, but this is like the second floor, right?
And I can't hear any of my friends, but I can speak to them. So I will be calling out everything like, hey, there's 3 guards on the west. They do a search. There's 1 guard in the front who's stationary. There's a front entryway, a dining room, a kitchen. That's all I can see. And then I'm flying up to the second floor. I'm guessing there's windows here.
I'll just be like,
Yeah.
Fear wouldn't fuck with us, right?
So
I'm pooping all over the dining room.
that's the
butler's
bank
very
of
mad at me.
windows. That's the bank of windows I was talking about. That's above that kind of like second story,
Mhm.
or that kind of like covered porch. And you can see there's like clearly like a guard, like an armed guard, like standing in there, like in that hallway outside of that doorway.
Okay, so second floor guard right in front of the stairs. There's bedrooms on the north side. Fly around over here.
Yeah, and again, most of these windows are like covered by drapes, but
Mhm.
you could theoretically get up on this low roof and have access to the windows that run along this side of the
Okay.
house. This is a balcony that faces the
Balcony.
front of the house
Okay.
that has 2 doors that lead off of it, obviously.
Okay. So really, the only things that I would tell them about that are interesting are the 3 guards on the west that do a loop, the 1 guard in the front, the guard at the top of the stairs, the tree in the northeast corner of the house that has no lights around it, and the fact that I'm angering the...
You've been angering the house staff?
Yes, I pooped all over the dining room to anger the butler. Oh, and there's a flying fucking cat, which is terrifying.
Yes.
My mortal enemy.
Your new mortal enemy, the flying murder cat.
Yes, the flying murder cat. And then that's it.
All right, so I will put you back with the rest of the party. So yeah,
I will say, the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of digging Ray's plan.
what, trying to social engineer your way in through the front door?
Just walking. Well, I mean, kind of just walking up to him and saying, "Let us in."
That's not what he
No,
planned at all.
my plan was to go
That's the
up,
exact opposite of
convince
his
one
plan.
person to let me in, get like basically stuff for everyone else to wear, and
I
then
did make a suggestion for the direct route of literally walking up and asking for an audience.
Wait, you don't like the idea?
Wait, me?
Yeah.
No, I was the one that made the suggestion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Siani was like,
Then
we could just ask if they'll let us in to talk to someone.
Yes. Then the more I think about it, the more I'm starting to dig Siani's idea, because we've actually got some cards to play with that. Like, if the people who were killing your dudes for like the last week or so just walk up to your front door, wouldn't you want to hear what they have to say?
No, I'd probably kill them right away.
That or the guards have all been instructed as to our appearance to turn us away.
I mean they know what we look
fucking-
like. That's the
Or
thing.
kill us,
Like
you know?
that's the tricky thing. That's why
They-
I'd have the disguise set, so I'd be able to use it and get in without them knowing what I look like.
They have previously sent killers after you. I will just point
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we just walk up to their house,
We make
Like,
it really easy for them.
I'd be intrigued. I'd want to know what's going on.
Hillary, what do you think?
She might be.
Yeah, I like the idea of sneaking up through the sewers, but I also like Siani's idea of just walking up to the front door because they have been trying to kill us, so, you know, it's a way in, but it's probably a lot of combat way in.
I mean, they might straight up, as it was pointed out, if we're bold enough to walk up and literally demand an audience, they might be curious enough to see what the hell we're playing.
That's what I'm
Well,
thinking. Like, maybe.
Sorry, on you go.
I was just
Like-
gonna say maybe we're just mercenaries and we walk up there and we're like, "Hey, we killed all your dudes. You need more dudes. We're dudes."
The downside.
You know what I mean?
Or hear me out, right? We walk up to the door and they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, come in. Just go and stand in this room over here." Bang, surrounded, ambush, we're fucked.
That's the downside. We completely lose any element of surprise.
Unless we split up the party.
Oh my god, let's do it. Great
No.
idea. Love it.
I was gonna say you could also conduct. I mean, I don't know why I'm helping. I'm the game master.
We're
but-
literally sitting here, and it's like we're planning a fucking heist where we all go our own way and get inside.
I mean,
Marcus.
maybe you are.
You can just pretend you're Rhea, Marcus. It's okay.
Right. Okay. So then, like, Rhea's not that smart though. She's probably on board with just like
Right.
walking up to the front
Yeah.
door and being like,
Let's
"We're
do
the
it.
cops."
Let's do it. Let's
Even-
fucking do it. Through the
Even
front
Bo
door.
has good ideas once in a while. Let her rip.
I imagine Rhea is probably like, well, I mean, we could just, we have a writ of authority. We could just walk up and enforce the law, right? We could just do our jobs. I suppose
Oh.
alternatively, though, we could wait until dark and we could
I'll just
try a sneaking mission.
calmly remind Rhea, bad guys don't care about the law.
Leave it to the paladin
If
to
someone
take all the
tries
fun out
to-
of this. Like, fuck.
If someone tries to stab you, just tell them to stop. That's illegal.
I know, right? Yeah.
She's 17 years old and lawful good. What do you want from me?
I thought we taught her better
Nothing.
than this, Ray.
She's perfect, Marcus. Don't ever change.
He's
But-
adorable.
But also, like, sneaking mission? Metal Gear Solid?
No, I'm totally down for like in through the sewers, but like if you guys want to do the front door, I'm fucking game. I'm just saying.
could-
it's-
we
So
could
we
also
have-
do north.
We have sewers, we have front door, we have sneaky front door.
There's also, like, over
There's
the
also
wall
sneaky
in
northeast tree.
Yes,
There's also
northeast
invisibility
tree where there's
potion.
no, yeah.
Tinderbox. Just saying.
Um,
Backup plan.
And then there was the, like I said, on the northwest corner where the stables are, like, the stable building has a set of, like, windows that face outward towards the street. They are shuttered from the inside, but they are a point of weakness. Just so that we're entirely clear on all of the possible, like, lines of ingress.
Just so that I understand, the stable straddles the wall.
Yes.
There's a door on the inside of the manor, and there's a door to the outside of the manor of the wall, right?
No, so the stable only has a large door that enters the building on the inside. Here, I'll grab your rat real quick and I'll.
No, that's cool. I was just wondering if there were doors that led to the street, like if you could
No.
take horses from outside the street into the manor through the stables.
No, it appears that if you were to take whatever is stored in there, like you would go through the courtyard and then exit through either the north or south gate of the yard. The stable itself only has one main door in and out, but there are two shuttered windows on the outside facing wall of the stable that are at like head height.
Okay.
So you could theoretically try to like pick the lock on those windows and like go in through the stable as well. Like that is also an option.
Hmm. I still think either going in through the sewers or Rhea might have a with going under cover of dark.
Yeah. For what it's worth, without like belaboring the point, if someone goes down, like finds a sewer access with the perception checks that you guys made, I think it is easy enough for you guys to find like a manhole cover somewhere nearby.
I was going to ask that. Like,
You can get down into the sewers, and like you kind of wind up making a circuit around like the block that the villa kind of like occupies by itself, and like yards out from where you would expect to be under the house, you always invariably encounter like a set of like tightly placed like iron bars, like crisscrossed in like both directions. Like it's a set of like vertical and horizontal bars making like a dense portcullis that's too
Mhm.
narrow for even like a gnome or a halfling to squeeze through.
So we'd either have to blow up the portcullis or sewer entrance is a no-go.
That would like ruin the element of surprise going for the
Well,
sewer.
that narrows it down. So now we've got tree sneak or knock knock.
No, there's also go through and get uniforms and sneak in as well.
I mean,
Well,
that kind of
just one
falls
from
under
the roof as
knock
well.
knock.
Yeah, that kind of falls under knock knock.
Is Spirit really going to fool anybody in a uniform?
They're
He
cultists.
does have He does
Listen.
have antlers. Like that kind
Listen.
of stands out.
I am a gargoyle. We could split the party.
Let's do it. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Yeah, if I
Listen.
split the party, we mean Virt, you stay out here, everyone else let's go in.
Yeah, well, I'll climb the wall and do the tree and be the roof guy.
Be the roof guy that you want to see in the
Listen,
world.
exactly.
I'm not giving up my armor and weapons for a disguise.
Yeah, so. Even
Yeah,
that
but
would
you
be-
can turn into an animal and
That's
gargoyle
exactly
with
what
me.
I was going to say. I was going to follow you.
Yeah. Leave the nature people to tree stuff to gargoyle, and then all the pretty people and Bo can go.
Well, I
knock
have-
knock.
I have
Pretty
three
polite.
set.
I love it, man.
I have. Hang on. Is that right? No, I actually only have one disguise kit. I thought I
You have like spare outfits that you could use. I think is what
I
I'm
have
you
just
have.
gonna put this out here.
clothes.
We
If
have.
you guys are
no,
going
no.
to go in through the front, I could just
Guys.
take the visibility potion and stay behind you, and like.
Yeah. And we have like 3 extra cult uniforms that we've stripped off of dead
You do.
bodies.
But do we want to walk
Also-
in as a cultist right through the front door?
Before we go on with this, I do want to clarify what a disguise kit actually is. Right?
Okay.
Like, it's wigs and makeup and like maybe some prosthesis, like fake eyebrows and stuff. It's not like a disguise kit is not a disguise.
No,
It
no,
is
that's
the
what-
tools.
That's what
It
I'm
is
saying.
the
like-
tools necessary to disguise yourself
Yeah.
and perhaps also multiple other people. You don't need more than one disguise kit.
Okay. Because like the plan was just to make us not look like ourselves for a little bit, so we could get in and find
Yeah.
an easier approach.
But yeah, I just wanted to make that clear that like you don't need to have like one disguise kit for everyone. It's like a whole like makeup set or whatever. Like
so
you can
the biggest factor here is if we're going to go in through the front, then we need to make sure that we are not us,
Right.
because they
If we're
know
gonna do
exactly what we look
sneaking-
like.
If we're going to do
Especially
sneaking in
Bo.
and split the party, exactly. If we're going to do sneaking in and split the party, should we do it at night so it's a bit easier for us to like sneak in?
Yeah.
So that means
Like if we're gonna go and chap on the front door and try to talk our way in, then we do that during the day. Sounds like the best way to do it.
I mean-
I think it'd be fine at night too. Maybe just early in the night, like maybe 6 or
like
7.
yeah.
Yeah, you go in around like dinner time or whatever, and you try to like play yourself off as dinner guests, while the rest of you do like a very Metal Gear Solid like over the wall kind of situation.
Vert.
You've created a temporal paradox. Dun 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 dun. Sorry. It would have been really great if my phone notification had gone off at that point, because my text message notification is the alert sound from Metal Gear. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying the fact that you are having fun, like plotting through all of the various and sundry possibilities of how to get into this building. But at some point, to quote my favorite actual play podcast friends at the table, you got to get off the fucking boat.
Let's put it to a vote.
Essentially, either shite or get off the pot.
Yes.
So it's either
Actually,
we-
I shied all over the dining room.
Oh my god.
Good man.
So either we knock on the front door and announce that we're here, or we wait until night and try and sneak in through the front door.
I mean, theoretically, you could do both things at night as well, right? Like, you and like Lucina and Rhea and Bo, visible or invisible, could try to approach through the front and be like, we would like to talk to someone who's in charge, and try to like schmooze your way in, while, you know, Siani and Vert like stealth op over the wall or through the stables and come in through a different avenue as like your backup or whatever, right? Like,
That being said, it is demons we're dealing with and demonic powers. They don't really like the daylight, as far as I'm aware. They're not vampires, but they like to hide.
I mean, they don't want to be obvious. Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
I vote we sneak in, like, there's... I like the plan. Split the party, let's fucking do it. It's gonna be great.
You know what? If ever there was a time to fuck it up and split the party, now is the time.
Oh boy.
Amazing.
It's gargoyle time.
Gargoyle time.
So I'll fence.
Mighty Morphin Gargoyle Rangers!
Okay. Day or night, pick one.
Get out right now.
No.
I'm
I vote
all for doing it
nighttime,
now while
personally.
we've got a chance. The longer we wait, the more chance we are of being found. Because there are
I
people
agree
trying
with-
to kill us.
I agree with Lucina. I also say night.
Yeah, I say night as well.
Okay, night it is. Cowabunga it is.
Cowabunga. Dudes. So I'm you. Just to clarify, you and Siani were thinking about taking you and Siani through the northeast like tree option, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. Just making sure.
Making sure.
Fuck off.
Nice.
I don't like it. Okay, and then let me grab. Let's see here, Rhea and Ray and Lucina and Bosing Ba. We will negotiate on whether or not you are invisible later.
I had a question out of idle curiosity.
Sure.
When druids shift, all their stuff shifts with them, right?
Yes. So, when you transform into your animal form, everything that you have with you and are carrying on you is like magically integrated
Smushed.
into your new form.
So,
Theoretically, it might also be like shunted off into like a dimensional space. Like, it's unclear, but like that magic armor that I gave you is specifically designed to transform to adapt to become like an armored barding for whatever form you adapt to. So.
So the follow-up question to that is, like, say they wanted to sneak in and they have to go in disguise, which means they can't carry their weapons and armor. If I were to carry a sack with the weapons and armor, that would shift with me?
Sure. In theory,
These
though,
guns off me.
you might be quite weighed down by carrying everyone else's equipment.
Yeah.
Right?
Listen.
Like,
That's the question I was asking. How would that affect me?
You could shift into a flea, a harmless little flea. And you put that flea in a box, then you put that box inside of another box, then you mount that box to yourself, and when it gets to you, you smash it with a hammer!
that got real weird.
Okay!
I'm doing that, Isma.
I mean, that there's a lot going on there that, like, I'm honestly not 100% certain on how I would answer that question, to be fair. And, like, there's nothing to say that, like, the group that wants to go in through the front door necessarily has to abandon their weapons and armor either,
Yeah,
right?
no,
Like, if you,
we're definitely still gonna have them on us. Like,
In case
Yeah,
they
like-
were searched or something.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. If they walk up, like, how do I put this? So if they walk up to the front door wearing their armor and carrying their weapons, and Ray manages to convince them to let the group in, they will probably, like, either demand or politely request that the group turn their weapons over, right? But, like, medieval armor takes, like, 5 or 10 minutes for you to take off and put on.
Yeah.
So, like, unless they're gonna stick each of them in a dressing room and tell them to fucking strip, they're probably not gonna make them take their armor off.
Is it that kind of
Okay.
party? Is it?
I was just curious.
To be fair, the only person that would affect is Rhea, since Ray, Lucina, and Bo all can do things without weapons, spells, or
That's
unarmed
true.
attacks.
I mean, Rhea also has spells. She's a paladin.
Listen, I know what level Rhea is. She doesn't have spells.
So we're setting planning this, and I'll go to Lucina, and I'll just
Sure.
say, Ray's gonna go to Lucina and just be like, "Hear me out,
Rhea,
but hear me out, right? What if I pretended I was one of the mercenaries, and I just caught you to get in the door?
Rhea's got part.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
That way she
Oh,
can
you-
hold all her
you-
equipment because I'm like holding on to her anyway.
You want to do the Chewbacca plan? I got you.
Chewbacca.
The thing about Chewbacca is,
Here's a rookie, but he lives on Endor. Why does that tall rookie to live on Endor?
that does not make sense.
If Chewbacca lives on Endor, you must let her in.
Are you going to try to disguise Rhea as well?
Yes, Rhea. I forgot about her. Yeah, me and Rhea will be in disguise, and we'll take Lucina in as the prisoner.
Okay. And Bosing Ba, you wanna quaff the invisibility potion and follow them in?
Well, yeah, it seems like the best way to get me in. Just like follow behind them.
Fair enough. Okay.
So I just
Give
put like
me.
a cloak over me and Rhea over our face a little bit, and just
Yeah.
Give
I use
yourself,
prestidigitation to make us really dirty.
You make yourself filthy. You give yourself. Okay, so give me a disguise kit check with I guess I'll say charisma since it's what you're good at, and I can't think of what else to have you roll in this situation.
Oofed.
Not too bad. Okay, so yeah, you with an 18, Lucina, you kind of watch as Ray like gets out his disguise kit and with the makeup and you know, little bits of like extra like hair that can be glued in place and whatever. Like he manages to make like a convincing like facsimile of like another person out of Rhea, right? Like if you didn't know that's who it was looking at it from the outside. And you didn't have the extremely high passive perception that you have, you might have mistook her for another person, and then he in turn like does it to himself. So yeah, I think perhaps, well, you tell me if Lucina feels more confident in this plan or not, but the disguise part seems to be working fairly well.
I mean, I was already confident in the plan in the first place, so let's do this. Let's go. I'm ready to be kidnapped.
So you like tie some loose ropes around Lucina's hands probably, and let Rhea like have the lead to kind of like gently tug Mom along behind.
Yeah, and we'll get to the gates, and I'll just let out a bit of a sort of semi-loud voice to everyone, just saying, we've been summoned by the Van Dampers. We have one of the what's a good word to use? One of the problems that everyone's been searching for.
Yeah, so they're like, now that it's night, you know, there are like there's a couple extra guards posted at each gate. But yeah, as you approach with your prisoner in tow, Like the two guards at the main entrance kind of like they look at each other with this kind of like quizzical expression, and then one of them who's got this kind of like he's got like a spear that's got like a kind of a cross guard up near the spearhead that hangs a small like banner off of it with like the Van Thamper like heraldic colors, and like he's wearing like a tabard that has like the Van Thamper like insignia on it. And there's like a motto like written in like old common. Like I imagine even though there isn't like specifically a language for it in like the book, like the setting probably does have like the equivalent of like Latin or whatever that everybody knows like a little bit of.
Yeah.
And so it's this kind of like Latin analog like motto on the family crest that says "Stone hearts never bleed." And he kind of like steps forward and he like holds up a hand and he's like, "Ho there, we weren't expecting any visitors this evening. What's this all about then?"
Mr. Van Thamper hired some mercenaries to deal with some problems. Unfortunately, the two of us are the only ones that survived, and we only managed to capture one of them. That being said,
Yeah.
they thought maybe she'd want to make an example of her.
Yeah, and the guy who's addressing you like turns and looks at the other guard and he's like, "Nick, you heard anything about this?" And the other guard just kind of like shrugs and he's like, "Well, I know Lady Van Thamper's been a bit out of sorts about something. Not real clear on the details." And he kind of looks back and he's like, kind of like regards you like carefully, and he's like, "You stay here a moment. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna have a brief conversation with someone, and I'll be right back." And he kind of like there's like he kind of like opens the gate enough that he could slip inside, and then closes the door. Meanwhile, while this is happening, on the other side of the building, were you guys going to wait for a signal, or were you just going to go ahead and try to infiltrate straight away?
Stealth.
Might as well get in there and try to get visual on them so we can follow where they're going.
Sure. Stealth.
Stealth.
I love it. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drag you and Siani over to the map.
Yeah.
You should see yourselves in the top right corner outside the wall.
Shouldn't we be on the other map? Since we'll be landing on the roof?
Oh well, I think you have to go over the wall first, right? Like.
Yeah, but if
Get
we're in the tree,
inside.
can't we just jump onto the roof?
Sure, I guess that's true. Give me the. Well, actually,
cool,
first
okay.
I should ask: are you going to do this in an animal form, or are you doing this in your elf form, Siani, so we can establish what kind of creature is stealthing over the wall?
War ostrich.
I don't think war ostriches can climb trees.
They can
Listen, man.
jump?
I believe.
I believe.
That's definitely a lot.
They do a vertical jump of like 50 feet.
Hey, I played enough Metroid to know that's possible.
But no, I think something smaller and less conspicuous. Like a cat or something.
Smaller and less conspicuous.
So
Panther.
a black cat.
Be a snake.
Be a snake!
Oh, fuck off.
Be a
Be a
snack.
snake!
I mean, I could be a snack and fucking right on your shoulder.
Yeah, let's see here. Transformations for Avisa.
Or a
There's
cat,
definitely. I definitely have a constrictor snake for you,
Isn't that big?
or a medium-sized giant poisonous snake.
Nobody will suspect a thing. It's great.
He could wear you like an actual boa.
I mean,
I love it.
why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be a
let me-
snake!
Neck.
Snake!
Can be edited and controlled by. Just making sure I have the necessary controls set. Has
But you're a
vision.
venomous snake, right?
It is a venomous, or
Okay,
it is a poisonous snake, but that's actually venomous, I believe, in this case.
Yes.
It's called a poisonous snake, but venom is the accurate.
It bites you and you die. It's venomous.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you see out of the eyes of and control the snake?
Snake Annie.
Snekani. Psionic.
Sonic. Gotta go fast, Tails.
Sanic. Oh, hang on. Represents Fiona, giant poisonous snake.
If you wanna see some
Okay.
action.
How did my demon tail work with this? I just differently color.
You have a different, the back end of the snake is differently colored and has a kind of spade pointed end, right?
Yeah.
Your slightly barbed tail. Okay, so can you move that snake token?
Oh, hang on. Roll 20 is being ornery.
Fair. Oh my god. Why does this exist?
Mm.
Wow.
The dire pigeon.
Okay, I can move it.
Okay, cool. So we have you a snake. So if you turn into a snake and kind of drape yourself over Vert's shoulders, then Vert, I guess it's going to be incumbent on you to make the rolls there, buddy.
Snake.
Probably has a better chance than I do.
So go
Stealth.
ahead and give me a stealth roll first.
Okay.
This
Oh,
will
no.
cover your approach and your movement.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if there's. Oh, damn it! I didn't take it, and I can't switch spells until I level, right?
Correct.
I mean, what did you not take?
Huh? Pass
without
without a trace.
trace.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you're a ranger, right? You're a prepared
Yeah.
caster. You're not a spells known caster.
So I can prepare that. If I knew we were gonna be-
I believe so.
Okay. I'm going to. Wouldn't it be cool? Do I have to spend inspiration to do that?
No, I think you can. You knew this was coming at some point, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
we scoped out during the day and we've been planning.
Yeah,
until
a
now.
long rest can have happened if people want to
All right.
change out spells they have prepared.
Yeah.
I mean,
we are
let me double
going
check to make sure I'm not blowing smoke up your ass here.
Yeah, we're gonna take off distraction cascade and pass without a trace. Put on pass without a trace.
Creating a ranger, yada yada yada, fighting style spell casting. Yeah, you're fine. This is fine.
Okay. Then I will give it to me and Siani just in case, because there's no reason not to.
Sure, you might as well.
And that gives me plus 10 to stealth.
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 Alright.
25.
Fucking nice.
That was a very low roll for me.
Gonna make one generalized roll for the guards. Nope. At a 25, they are not aware of you. So
Stealth.
then, go ahead and give me an athletics or acrobatics check, depending on how you are framing. Vaulting this wall, getting up into the tree, and then moving over to...
Yeah, definitely acrobatics. But
Also
slow,
parkour.
deliberate acrobatics.
Sure.
Sneaky acrobatics.
Alright, you have achieved the number I had in mind. So I will place you both on this roof area on this next map. So you should see yourselves in your new location.
Did you move everyone or just those two?
No, just them.
Okay.
I'm just making sure they see where they're at. Yes, no?
I can see it,
Okay.
but I need to close my browser for a moment.
That's fair. So, yeah, you are able to, like, very stealthily and carefully, like, climb up the tree and, like leap from the branches onto the roof. And as you can see up here at the location that you have come to rest at, there is obviously like a window like here, and then you probably remember there's another window like down around the corner, down around this corner, and then the front of the building is straight over this way, which is where you would expect that Ray and the others should be entering from. So now that we have you in position, we cut back to the front gate, and a moment or two passes, and eventually, the guard that you were speaking with returns, and he's like, Master of the house seems confused as to who you all are and what exactly it is that you want, but they are curious. So they're willing to grant you an audience. So, this way, if you please.
Where's my money?
I give Lucina a little push and just go, "Go on then."
Yeah, and they
Purposefully stumble like I was not prepared to move.
right. Yeah, and they open the gates and allow you entrance. I will. Bo, I assume you have quaffed the invisibility potion
Yes.
at this point and are.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like stay out the way of people and try to make it through the doors as they open them.
Yeah, and that lasts for an hour as long as you don't do anything aggressive. So I will move the party. So you should see yourselves in the southern part of the map now.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. So he hang on, what is going on here? He like this guard that's with you like steps up here and like opens the front door for you, and allows you guys to walk inside before him. So I will zoom in a little closer here, and I will move the door line. And so he encourages you to head on inside.
Okay, so I'll let Rhea go in first, and then I'll let Bo sneak in forward behind her, and then I'll encourage Lucina to go in front of me, and then I'll follow behind.
Alrighty.
I'm not standing in front of a door or anything here, am I? Like,
that's a door. This is a tapestry that you're standing in front of.
Right.
That room that you have walked into is let's see here. This is the foyer. Apart from the main entrance, you can see. Let's see here. This room is filled with vases, rugs, tapestries, and all other manner of valuable art objects. Spread across the flagstone floor is a 10-foot wide, 15-foot rug of exquisite design depicting a royal coronation. 2 tapestries hanging on the wall depict a dragon flying over a ship and pilgrims on camels, respectively. So it's a very, like, ostentatiously decorated room.
As I walk in, before the guard. Oh, damn it. I was gonna say, before the guard comes in, I was gonna finally get a chance to cast this on
Man.
essentially the room.
Sure. Till the spell ends, creatures. Like, again, this is one of those, like, it makes a lot of noise to cast this spell, right?
Mm,
And also, you can't move it with you, so it would really just cover.
the plan was to just cover this room and then just ask him what the real plans are, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, I guess,
Bo could close. Bo's invisible, so he could close the door for a second.
yeah, I mean, I guess theoretically you could try to, like, bamboozle this situation so you have the chance to get the spell cast, right?
It was an. It's up to you, Marcus. I don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I'm just trying. I'm trying to think, and I want to be impartial here. So, go ahead and roll me. So on the left side, there should be, like, the little dice roller icon, like, down at the bottom that looks
Yep.
kind of like a d20. There should be, like, all the way down towards the bottom. There should be a thing that just says fudge.
Yep.
Just click that for me. Okay. So yeah, the guard is just, like, he's a little too on it, right? Like, he's with you the whole step of the way. He does not leave you, like, the gap of time necessary for you to start casting a spell where you would be able to do so unnoticed.
Okay.
So you can still try to cast the spell, but he's going to immediately be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah, no. Right, okay, that's not gonna work. So we're in the room, and I'll just, like, I'll go to him and say, I just ask where are we going, which direction? You lead the way.
No worries, this way. And he takes you over here. He's gonna open this door and lead you into the next room. So once you head through this door, this room again, to quote the.
I think my map's done that weird thing where it goes all grey. Like,
click and drag yourself. It should go back to normal.
But you can see other people, right?
yeah, no, I can see everyone else.
But the rooms that you're not in are going grey.
Yeah, no.
That's the intended effect.
Yeah, that's right. Then.
Like, in this room, you should be able to see.
Like up here.
Yeah, you can see all of
I can
these
see, like,
people.
in here.
But you can see the detail of this room, but you don't have direct line of sight of it.
That's
the
good.
fact that this room is all grayed out is fog of war, right?
Right.
The game is allowing you to continue to know what is in that room so you don't get lost, but because you don't have direct line of sight on it, it becomes gray, and if I were moving tokens around in there, you wouldn't know.
Right, that's alright.
So, just so we're clear.
Aye, all good.
Unless it starts seeming like there's a real problem. So yes, in this room, black curtains are drawn over the windows in the south to keep the hall dark and cool. Let's see here. The gallery contains an eclectic collection of tapestries, paintings, and alabaster busts on pedestals, meant to impress guests. The Duke bought these pieces thinking them to be valuable art objects, but to a discerning eye, many of them appear to be knockoffs acquired from dubious sources. It is a haphazardly assembled collection that is a testament to bad taste and ostentatious desire to spend wealth. In the corner stands a 6-foot-tall wax statue you that depicts the Duchess Thalamra Van Thamper cradling the family pet, Slobberchops the winged cat, in her arms. The Tressum has a wax rat in its mouth. Visitors who enter the gallery from the foyer are often startled by the statue because it is located just inside the door and has an incredibly lifelike appearance that looms over guests. So, that's that is what you are greeted by there. The guard waits for you to pass through and then closes the door behind you and then crosses to the far side of the room where he opens this next door and asks you to proceed inside to the sitting room.
Okay, I'll just like nudge Lucina from behind, like, get in there, go on.
So you see Ball, you kind of sneak in there too, I imagine.
Alright.
I don't know. I was thinking
Or
about
you,
staying
or
out
do you
here.
want to stay out here now that they've
I
gone
kind of want
inside?
to stay out here.
Okay. So yeah, the guard, once those three get in, because he's not aware of your presence, he actually closes the door,
Mhm.
and he stays out here where you are, like standing next to the door on guard.
Okay.
Meanwhile, inside the room for the three of you, this room is meant for the entertainment of guests. There are high-backed chairs, well-padded couches, and a coffee table. Drapes cover the windows that diffuse natural light, and the walls are lined with framed paintings of the Duke, her three dead husbands, her three sons, and a full-length painting of the family's winged cat, Slobberchops. Tapestries hanging on the north wall depict burning angels falling from the sky into a pit of fire.
Mm.
I see Lucina is typing something in the chat. So as far as you understand it, because I believe you asked around about this, like the painting, like her husband, the three paintings of her husband are husbands are in one part of the room, and the three paintings of her sons are in a different part of the room. And it is your understanding that each of her three sons is one from each of her three husbands.
Mm.
Which explains why, like, none of them share like hair color or clear, like they don't have as clear a familial like appearance to one another as they might if they were all three fathered by the same man.
Holy shit, Valantha Thamper. Yeah, Van Thamper is my mother. There you go.
Oof. And yeah, so sitting. And as you enter the room, sitting on the couch, like across from the door that you come in, is this incredibly smarmy looking guy with a mustache and like black hair, wearing like a suit of like black leather armor with a fur lined cloak, who is like swirling a glass of wine in his incredibly like slimy hand, who's just kind of like eyeing you bemusedly while one of his bodyguards like sits on one of the other couches like sipping from like an amber colored like glass bottle and keeping like a weather eye on you. And then there's a servant girl in the room who's holding like a platter that has like a bottle like has like glasses and like a bottle of alcohol on it to do basically like table service, right? Like just kind of looking a little nervous as the three of you enter, and the gentleman in question, who kind of stands up from his seat and regards the three of you, and he's like, well, it does seem as though one of the people who have been giving my family trouble has in fact been apprehended. Fascinating. I don't remember hiring either of you.
I'll just give him a nod and say, we were pulled in by one of the other crews you sent out. Apparently, they were missing a few numbers.
Oh, goodness. Give me a deception check, please.
One sec.
Holy shit!
I
Nice.
have a natural. Oh God! Thank God for that.
Oh.
Yeah, so he like there's a long tense moment, right, where he stares at you. Also, because this is like we're going into like full boss session, I just want you guys to understand I have made it so you can see all of the rolls just so you
Yeah.
understand all of the stakes. He kind of like there's this long tense moment where he just like he's staring at you, regarding you, like looking into your eyes and trying to plumb the depths of your soul to see if you're lying to him. And then like the corner of his mouth quirks up slightly, and then a little more, and then he just starts laughing, and he's like, well, yes, they did kill several of our minions. It's nice to know that somebody finally managed to hire someone fucking useful. And he like casts this very withering glance at the girl who's like standing there holding the tray, and like you could visibly see her shaking a little bit, and you hear the sound of the glassware like clinking a little bit as she kind of like tries to keep herself steady and not drop anything. And he's like, well, go on. Drinks for our new friends. Put the prisoner in the corner. I think we have much to talk about before we deal with her.
Which corner?
The corner
think he
without
just
a
means-
seat. You're a prisoner.
Yeah, I think he intends to have you like shoved over like here between him and his bodyguard.
Oh boy.
So I'm gonna grab a drink and I'm gonna sit down next to Mr. X Van Thamper,
Yes.
and I'm just gonna just take a big massive chug and just be like, fucking night where I've had tonight, man. Both of us. And looking at Rhea, just like, those adventurers are no joke, and we only managed to get one of them.
Yeah. You kind of like look at Rhea as though you're like trying to like you probably aren't intending to like toss the conversation to her, but as you kind of like make the point and look at her, she like squeaks a little bit and she's like, yes, it was harrowing.
Did you know one of them has antlers that are double, like almost double the size of his bloody head? It just takes another fucking swig.
Listen, fuck you.
So meanwhile, you're having this brief conversation. Bosingball, you're out in the hall.
Mhm.
What are you doing?
Well, to be honest, I was going to wait until something kicked off in there, but if they're going to have a chat, like, I might go and try and find Vert Ciani.
You wanna have a look around? Okay, so let me jump over to Vert and Ciani then, and we'll see where they're at. Since having arrived on the rooftop, reindeer style.
Click, click, click.
So what's the plan, Vert? You're carrying a snake. You're on the roof.
I'm carrying a snake. All right, so I will, first of all, because I'm not dumb, ritually cast Speak with Animals so that I can talk to the snake, and then I will.
Useful.
Huh?
That's useful.
Yeah, and then
parcel tongue.
yes,
Ah.
and then I will ask Siani if she wouldn't mind scouting out this room, if I can crack the window just a little bit.
Sure. Do you have thieves' tools?
Do I have thieves' tools? That's a great question.
What?
Look, here's the thing. If you do not have thieves' tools, I will also accept crowbar.
I definitely have a crowbar. Yeah, I definitely have a crowbar. I'm just seeing if I have thieves' tools. Did I not steal thieves' tools off somebody?
I have no idea. If it's not on your sheet, like, I can't keep track of it.
I've got some human guts.
Well, that got
Alright,
weird.
I have a crowbar.
I mean, him trying to break open a door with human guts is not the strangest thing we've seen Vert do, to be fair.
Okay. You got Pass Without Trace going on. I'll let your stealth check was like what, a 25?
25.
Okay, it's
27.
even better now. Well, you're still Pass Without a
37.
Trace, so it's 37.
37.
God, no, the bodyguard definitely doesn't hear you.
Yeah.
It's a window. Like, give me a strength check. I'll give you advantage because you have the crowbar. It's probably not going to be that
Strength
hard because it's a second.
check.
Well, because strength checks are for forcing things open, right?
12.
You have advantage, so you can,
Oh, sweet.
because you have the crowbar.
Strength check. 12.
Okay. So here's the thing. I'm not gonna outright say that you fail, right? Because it's a window, and like you're very stealthy. You
And
have
I'm just
crowbar.
I'm just trying to crack it. I'm not trying to open it. I just want to make a gap big enough for a snake to slither through.
So here's what I'm going to say with a 12, right? I will give you the option. Either it takes you some time, and you are eventually able to like get the window open enough, and it is still like the window can still be closed in a way that like will appreciably seem like you weren't there, or you can just do it right now, and your solution is put crowbar through glass.
I'll take some time. I got time. I got tons of time. I got
Okay.
nothing but time.
I think then like you spend a little bit of time like jimmying it, and that probably catches us up, like syncs up the timeline between the conversation that Ray is having downstairs, and you like at this point now are like very carefully like pushing Siani through the gap that you have made in the window into the room inside.
Okay.
And I will
And then maybe she can open the window for me.
I will carefully move Siani Snake inside the room.
I'll do this for the boy, so he can like see.
I'm doing dungeons. Don't bother.
Oh, okay then.
So you see inside the room, yes, Siani?
Yes, I do.
All right. So you have like a fireplace here. Actually, I have box text. What am I doing?
And I will tell Siani that there's a guard outside, in front of the stairs, outside of one of these rooms. I don't know which one.
Let's see here. This well-appointed room seems to be the room occupied by the master of the house. Food can be delivered to this room via a dumbwaiter in a southwest corner of the room, which has a cord that rings a bell in the kitchen. Other features of the room include a canopied bed with a gossamer shroud for keeping insects at bay, a freestanding wooden privacy screen and a cast iron tub with clawed feet, a fireplace, and a padlocked iron chest. The padlock is cast in the shape of a horned devil's scowling visage.
Hmm.
And then there is a door down here that leads out of the room. Like heavy curtains cover all of the windows to like obviously keep light out, and then there is also like this dresser over here, like I should say more like an armoire, right? Like a big like freestanding, like this is probably where she keeps all of her dresses and other clothing.
As
well.
for the
Yes.
window, I'm assuming that would be a simple latch, something a snake could undo.
I mean, you're a snake with a human brain. Yeah, I think you can probably figure out how to undo the latch on a window.
Jimmy with the tail.
Yeah, you use the tail whip. So we get the whoosh sound, and then the latch comes open, Vert, and you're able to like open the window.
Aw, yeah, sneaking in the window.
And I will pull you in as well.
Yeah. Hide behind the screen first thing.
There's a clawfoot iron tub that is filled with like cooling water.
That could be useful. I'll remember that.
Someone's bathwater.
Have you seen anything, Siani?
Not yet.
Okay.
Aside
Can
from
you,
the chest.
aside from a chest?
Yeah, it's not depicted here, but let me grab I will grab like a token that I can be like, this is a treasure chest. I'll put it here. Like in this, yeah, like right there. See this?
Aha. Is it a small chest?
It is,
It's going in the bag.
no. I was stalling for time.
Oh.
The chest weighs 65 pounds, so no. It is not a small chest.
And
it has a-
going in the bag.
And it has a large padlock on it cast in the shape of a horned devil's scowling visage, as I said.
And that lock is not friendly.
Well,
We need to consider on our way out, maybe?
yeah.
Oh my god, you absolutely need to open this chest.
I mean, we will.
I mean,
eventually.
maybe not right now, but like it's got good stuff in it.
I don't think either of us are capable of unlocking it.
The
No,
chest
neither
is
of you
dripping
are
with
masters.
foreshadowing.
I'm not gonna lie, but that sounds like something the DM wants you to think.
Neither of you are masters of unlocking.
Although at this rate, if you're not careful with where you snuck in and out with that latch, you might end up being a Jill sandwich.
But yeah, so then this is the door that leads out into like the next room.
Which I will head towards. Though I may need some assistance opening that.
What's the plan, Vert?
Can she slither under the door?
I'm a fairly
she-
big snake.
Yeah, like she is a large snake, right? Like she is a snake that is big enough that she occupies the same space as a medium-sized token. So no,
Okay.
I don't think she could fit under the door frame.
Okay. Does the door open in or out?
Probably in towards you.
Okay. Then I will stand on this side of the door and try and just creak. You know what? Hold on. I will use a flask of oil to oil the hinges before I attempt to open this door.
Oh,
And then I will attempt to open this door.
all right.
Alright,
Since
that'd
it
make
opened-
40.
Since it opens in, that means I have access to the hinges.
That's true. All right, so slowly opening the door, you see what appears to be like a powder room or something similar. The room contains a vanity topped with a framed oval mirror, bottles of perfume, brushes, cosmetics, needles, and spools of thread. Other furnishings in the room include a folding wooden partition adorned with a bird of prey rendered in gold leaf on a tall black wardrobe and a tall black wardrobe filled with corsets and fine clothes, yada yada yada. A decorative gold rug laid out in front of is laid out in front of 3 wooden chests. Here's what I will just remove the door so that you can just see into the room.
Go for it, Siani.
And I will sneak on in there.
You don't know either of the command words for the boat at the moment.
Okay.
You haven't taken the time to
I can't-
decipher them.
I couldn't remember. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so having a pretty good sense of spatial awareness, I would know that there's a guard on the other side of this door.
Yes. The other side of that door would be the hallway where you saw that guard.
Okay, and does this door open in or out?
This door would open in toward you.
Okay. Then same next verse, same as the first. Oil up the hinges, crack the door just a little bit, and ask Siani if she would mind taking care of that guard. You know, all stealth-like.
Technically speaking, you would want to be on this side because this little
okay.
nubbin is actually the door handle.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
You are venomous, right? I will ask her. You are venomous, right?
Yes.
Okay.
okay.
How venomous?
She is
Bee sting
1d4 plus 4 plus 3d6 poison damage. damage.
Oh, that's nice.
Assuming they fail the Constitution saving throw. So, top end we're looking at 8 plus 18. So what? 26 points of damage in a single bite if she were to roll max.
Okay.
That was nice.
I will let the pass without trace stealth like ride as you open the door.
Nice.
Right, because like you made a because I don't feel like it's necessary to have you just constantly be making stealth checks at the moment until you guys conspire to do something more difficult than just like look outside. And I'm telling you this because when you open the door enough, like this is what you actually see in the hallway.
Okay.
Okay.
There is not just the one guard.
So I will peek around the door and then probably retreat and say, there's a little more than I can take care of on my own.
Okay.
There are 3 in total.
Okay.
And for what it's worth, these two, which feature the same token on the map, appear to be, like all of them are dressed like guards that you would expect inside of a noble's estate, and they're dressed like relatively nicely and wearing the same kind of caps. This one that's furthest into the hallway is actually wearing like an armored helmet, like a metal helmet and a breastplate, and appears to be dressed like that much nicer than the other two. Like maybe he's the guard captain.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. I have a great idea. I have what might be my best idea ever.
Are we thinking a distraction of sorts?
No, actually. I have this wonderful poison that I received from somewhere. And oh, does it have to be ingested?
Which one was it?
Imvris.
I mean, it is most effective when ingested. I mean, maybe if you injected it in a large enough quantity, it might.
Well,
be...
I'm thinking of dipping some arrows into it.
Yeah, I mean, like Imvris is like. Okay, so full disclosure, I don't know what happens if you lick an arrowhead and dip the arrowhead in cocaine and then shoot someone with it. Because that's kind of what we're talking about here.
Yeah, listen, if you shot someone with an arrowhead of cocaine, they would be high.
So, yeah, sure. Actually, you know what? Roll. Do what I made Cass do. Like, find and roll that fudge die, and that's how I will.
What the fuck is a fudge die?
It creates either a 0, a plus, or a minus.
How do I roll? / roll fudge?
No, on the dice roller.
What?
Top left.
On the left-hand side, down at the bottom, there should be a symbol that looks kind of like a D20.
Fudge?
If you hover over it, yeah, there just should be the word fudge.
Just one?
Just click the fudge.
Just one. Just click the word fudge.
I'm gonna click the fudge.
Okay. Neutral
That's 0.
result. It creates either a negative, a positive, or a neutral result. 0 is a neutral result. So, yeah, it might work. You're not sure. We'll find out if you do it.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Okay. So I'm gonna pause on you while you're dipping your arrows in this poison substance that you have. Okay. I'm gonna go back and so Bo, your friends went into the room. You can hear through the heavy hardwood door. They're having a muffled conversation with someone who seems rather bemused by their presence. But obviously being invisible and with a guard standing right there, you can't well be making your way into that room. So what would you like to do instead? You know that Siani and Vert were planning on infiltrating the building through the 2nd floor. But other than that, you haven't seen hide nor hair of them yet. So what's the plan, short man?
like I was. The original idea of me sitting out here was to keep an eye on this guard if he tried to go in, and
Yeah.
like I could have took him out. But seeing as we didn't really make a way to communicate once we were in, like
Yeah. No
I'll-
sending stones or anything for your party, huh?
I'll kind of start make my way upstairs, you know,
Taking away.
making my way.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab your token. Put you here on this map at that level, but I will put you on the stairs here on this map, and then I love learning that I finally learned how to like do multiple map scenes at the same time. It's very helpful. So yeah, this is I believe you should be able to see yourself now
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
coming
Oh
up the
boy.
stairs. And yeah, you as you kind of like creep your way up the stairs, I think like off on the right hand side of the screen there, you can kind of see the door to this room here is like open a crack, and someone is kind of like, well, actually they're very stealthy. You are not aware that they are there. You are aware that the door is kind of slightly ajar. And then invisibly, like these guys can't see you, there's like two kind of like normal-ish looking guards who look a little bit better equipped than the guards that you saw outside of the house, and a guy who's wearing like a slightly more like ornate and like well made looking like breastplate and a metal helmet, and wearing like metal gauntlets, who has a crossbow slung on his back and a long sword on his hip, and like he's got a shield and a crossbow like on his back, kind of like slung so that they both kind of hang comfortably. He's got a long sword on his hip, and then his two companions are just armed with long swords.
You could even say he's got a bit of a big iron on his hip.
Oh my god.
And yeah, like the two like guards are just like doing the random like NPC chatter as you kind of like creep your way up the stairs, where they're just like, can you believe this? Like, ever since this unpleasantness at that bathhouse went down a few days ago, the mistress of the house has been acting crazy. She hasn't come out of the basement in days, and her son in the room over there is, and he kind of like motions his head towards one of the doors down the hallway, is just, I don't know what he's doing in there. Have you heard the things he's been chanting? And and the guy who's like the head guard is just like, oi, don't need you to be talking bad about our employers now. Be a shame if anything were to happen to us.
Yeah, it would be alright. Fuck, I don't really know what to do. So I can't see them and they can't see me.
Yeah, you're invisible,
Yeah.
and they are so stealthy as to basically be invisible, but you are realistically in the same place. And with that kind of like scene framing established, I will cut back again to down in the parlor. Amric is, like laughing, and he kind of like looks past you, Ray, at Lucina there in the corner, his prisoner that you have brought him. And he's just like, honestly, you two are going to have to tell me how you managed to capture her. Everyone else we've sent after this group of adventurers has been completely ineffective.
Marcus,
Yes.
does the bead of force have to be thrown for it to activate, or can it be ingested and the stomach acids do the work?
Would that not
I
be like an
think you
instant
have to
yes.
throw it.
Okay.
or like, well, here's the thing. You have I hate to make this analogy, but it is essentially a Pokeball, right? Like, you have to strike the surface of the bead strongly enough that it causes the magic to engage. But you could theoretically like palm it and like slap him on the leg, right, with the bead like in your hand, and try to like do it that way. Like I would
Could I
allow.
in theory, wait till his mouth is open and just sort of fling it in his mouth?
Wow! I mean, that's a difficult shot, but I guess you could try.
Like trying to cover, having the bead in my hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And trying to cover his mouth, but I do it with such force that the bead actually just goes right to the.
Oh, so you want to like grab him and like just like slap him in the mouth with the bead, like right into his
I was just wondering
throat?
if it was possible. That's all.
I
No
don't.
reason.
I mean, theoretically, I don't know that it would do any more damage other than maybe like the out of character psychic damage of me having to figure out what that looks like.
I'm just imagining a spacesuit, like, with a hole in it.
Well, because let's see here. Here's the problem. I'm going to read this verbatim. You can use your action to throw the bead up to 60 feet. The bead explodes on impact and is destroyed. Each creature within a 10-foot radius of where the bead lands must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or take 5d4 points of force damage. A sphere of transparent force then encloses the area for a full minute. Any creature that fails the save and is completely within the area is trapped inside of the sphere.
So
Creatures that succeed the save or are partially in the area are pushed away from the center of the sphere until they are no longer inside of it.
So if that's in his mouth, wouldn't I just rip his head off?
No, because the sphere isn't a physical object until it fully like coalesces,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So it would expand out through him and then just go blah,
Okay.
like once it's reached its size.
So anyway,
Like nice hustle. I like what you were trying to do. That's not how that item works.
well now I know. Okay.
But I mean, like,
I was going to see if I could slip it into his drink, but anyway. So I'll turn to him.
hello.
He's asking about how we captured them, and I'll
Welcome
just.
back.
somebody had dropped for a second. I was like, who did we lose?
Oh,
I'm still here.
maybe it was me.
Alright.
Sorry, my
No.
Discord crashed.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay.
Okay, you just missed me trying to convince Marcus to let me throw a bead in someone's mouth.
I mean, here's the thing. You still can. You could even like get up and like walk away from him and do like a whole theatrical thing and try to like use Lucina as a prop to get her out of the 10-foot radius of the bead of force if you really want to use it. I'm just the plan you had, while interesting, isn't going to work.
Yeah, I am bad at plans. Don't know if you've noticed.
I mean, you've not played D&D enough to know how this magic item works, so
Anyway.
it's a logical question to ask.
Anyway, so he's asking about how we captured them. I'll sit down on the sofa and I'll just take another. I'll ask Amber to bring me another drink because that one's been downed.
Yeah, she walks over and like carefully pours you another glass and then like saunters over to like a different corner of the room.
Yeah, and
I probably comes over to check and see if Rhea wants something.
Yeah, and I'll just take a big sigh and it's like, you're not gonna believe this. They go on about how they were left on lookout. They went into the rest of the troop went into the building. The adventurers killed all the people who went into the building, and when they came out, this one, because I assume that it's quite clear that she's some kind of acolyte of Kellenvor, was doing funeral rites, and we got the jump on her.
Yeah, and he kind of like gives you this really bemused expression and kind of like leans forward and sets his wine glass on the table so that he can like do this kind of like a posture where he like crosses his like he puts one of his arms like across himself and then like plants his elbow on the hand so that he can like kind of stroke his goatee with the other hand and just kind of like bemusedly stares at you for a moment and then looks at you, Lucina, and he's just like, well, it's good to see not everyone's afraid of the gods. Not even a bit worried that you might get reprisal from he who sorts the dead.
I give a hearty chuckle and I chug my drink and I go, do you know what? I put the drink back on the table and I'm just like, that's just not strong enough. And I'm going to pull out my potion of mind reading, pretending that it's alcohol.
Sure. Yeah, give me, like, Potion of Mind Reading does have a very distinctive appearance, so I assume you're trying to conceal it in your hand so that he doesn't see what it is necessarily. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck!
Oh, no!
How high are the roofs?
You have inspiration?
I do. Oh.
I think this is a good time to use it.
Oh, it's still pretty bad.
How close is he to me? How
I know,
close?
that's what I was going to say. Like, how high are the roofs?
I mean,
he's not within 30 feet, I tell you that much. Because, like, you're basically on the other side of the house.
If I distract douchebag
shit.
over there, would that lower the DC for Ray?
Yeah, I guess if you're, like, struggling and trying to, like, catch his attention, I'll give you advantage, Ray. Like,
So I roll again.
I'll give you one more chance, and then I'm gonna... Whatever it is...
Oh, come on!
Perception...
What did he get?
You got a 20.
20. 30, 20.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, he does. He does not notice it. Fucking thank God for. I guess even you really didn't need the advantage because it would have been the 4. But yeah.
Okay, I want to preach at him anyways.
So what does that look like as he's kind of like poo-pooing your god?
Oh, I will go on and on about how Kellenfor is going to judge him and he's not going to like where he ends up.
Yeah, and he's just shaking his head at you as you like he gives you like his full attention, just like grinning ear to ear with this Cheshire cat-esque smile and like a narrowed, like a hooded gaze, and he just kind of shakes his head and he's like, "Oh, sweet little one. I know where I'm going when I die already, and I shall be justly rewarded for my service. There is little to nothing your antiquated pile of bones of a deity can do to me."
Well, if you say so. But I'll be sure to say a prayer for you when you die.
He barks a laugh at that. But yeah, while this is going on, you're able to get your potion out and pop the stopper and quaff the mind reading potion. Tastes like cotton candy and I don't know, quinine.
So
Speaking of quinine, that's something
What
you
does
should try,
quinine
hon.
taste like?
Grapefruit.
Okay.
There's been a
it
guy
does.
sitting next to Rhea this whole time.
Quinine's made from grapefruit rinds.
Ah, fair enough.
And he's not said a single thing, and that leaves me to be incredibly suspicious.
I mean, he's the help, right?
Yeah, obviously.
But yeah, you have the potion of mind reading. You gain the effect of the detect thoughts spell. So for the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast the spell, and as your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. Initially, you can learn surface thoughts of the creature, what is on its mind in that moment, and as an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper to learn something more specific. So,
Okay.
I assume you drink the potion and you direct like a surface thoughts reading towards the bodyguard.
Yes.
Okay, so God, what is like the most boring, like it's like his thoughts are like somewhere between like an earworm that he can't get out of his mind and just like, does this motherfucker ever stop talking? Does he like his own voice that much? And then there's like a brief like stray thought where he's like, this girl on the couch with me is kind of hot. I wonder if she's single. And then like a second later he's like, well, she may be a little young for me. And then he goes back and Jesus, he's still fucking talking.
I like that guy.
That sounds like an average guy's thoughts. Like,
Okay.
this guy's an idiot. He sounds stupid. Is the chick hot? Back to the
So-
idiot. It's great.
The other thing is, the girl was visibly shaken,
Yeah.
so there might be something there.
So yeah, you direct your attention to her, and there's this kind of like mousy, like internal voice that's just like, oh God, I hope Amric doesn't start throwing things again. I mean, he seems happy. They caught whoever it is that they're looking for, or at least one of them. Maybe he won't be so violent this evening.
So it's been a little bit of quiet with me just looking at them, so I'll just put that bottle away and just go, oh God, you know what? That's still not enough. I'll finish the one that's on the table and just go, another, please.
Yeah, and she, like you say another, and she, like there's a bit of like she kind of like squeaks a little bit and like straightens her shoulders and realizes she's being talked to, and she's like, yes, and like very kind of like quickly like crosses the distance to meet up with you, and she's like, oh, God, I hope these mercenaries aren't as bad as the others that they've hired in the past. Please don't make trouble. And she kind of like comes over to you, like that's what she's thinking, right? And she picks the bottle up and pours you another glass of the wine, and she's just like, is everything to your liking, sir?
Yes, it's perfectly fine. And I'll turn to Lucida. It's just like, don't pipe up again. Try to keep the act, you know. Shaking a bottle, empty bottler. Sorry, Mom. And
Please don't hate me.
I'll turn back to him and I'll just go, I kind of want to get a distraction in order to just kind of get a look at what he's thinking. Because obviously he's right next to me and staring at him is a bit weird. So, I am going to pull out that teardrop locket.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go down, you're a man who's been around and seen things across the country, am I right?
Plot twist: the butler was thinking about Kaz, not.
Yeah, he pulls out your locket and you ask him, and he's like, I've done a bit of traveling. I'd like to think of myself as a cosmopolitan individual.
I just give a small smile and I take it, I wrap it sort of around my fingers and I put my hand in front of his head.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, have you seen anything like this before?
Kind of like
while he's looking at it, I'll just probe a little deeper.
So give me what's the description of your, this is your locket again, right? Like your trinket
so the locket,
of like
the
your
locket
past.
was a trinket that was found on the ground of a burned village.
Sure.
He came back after heading out for a little bit and found the entire village burned to the ground.
So have you is it like silver? Is it like filigreed? Is it
silver engraved?
Okay, and it does it still have like the burn marks on it?
I would assume so, yeah.
Okay. And is it like a peasant's like piece of jewelry, or is it like
it's not
more
fancy,
finery?
It's definitely peasantry.
Yeah. Where do you like, are you from like the north or like the east? Like just vaguely, where do you think this happened? Was it on the Sword Coast or was it elsewhere?
It was definitely on the Sword Coast.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of like, so as you kind of like hold it up and you ask him, like his surface thoughts just like immediately turn to, what is this peasant rubbish? But if you want to try to probe deeper to see, like to look more into his thoughts, then he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. I believe the potions DC is 13.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay, so
Don't you have lucky?
No, it's me.
No, that's Bo.
You can't make them reroll saving throws anyway. I think it's just attack rolls.
If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind. If it succeeds, your spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind. So
Finally, some action.
so yeah, you try to like push deeper into his thoughts, and like he kind of like right as the spell is ending, he's like, wait a minute, hold on. And like as you're hearing him think that, he's like reaching up with his hand to push the locket away from his face, and he's turning to look at you directly, and he's like, it's not nice to intrude where you aren't wanted.
Uh-oh.
I give him my humble apologies, saying, "Look, we've heard the rumors about you. You can't blame me for looking for a little more information. I found this lovely little trinket in a burned down village that's not far from here, and I just had some family there, and I really wanted to know what the hell happened to them, what this is, and I just want to fucking kill them."
What, your family?
Yes,
No,
my family. I'll just.
No,
I'll,
he
I don't know.
he just he shakes his head and he's like, and as he does, he's like standing up, right? Like from his seat, and he's like moving to put like a foot or two between you, or maybe like a whole square on the map. And he's just like, I've not seen your locket before. I have no idea what it is that you're on about. And frankly, I'm rather displeased that you would try to intrude upon my mind. Even if I did know what you were on about, I doubt I'd remember. Like, very, like, for me, it was a Tuesday kind of dismissal of what you're talking about. But he's like giving like the side eye to his bodyguard, like in that way of like, maybe you should do something about the girl that's sitting next to you, because he apparently thinks that this is about to break bad.
While he's doing the side eye, I'm going to give Rhea the side eye and be like, hand signals.
Hand signals. Okay, so you know what I think this is at this point then this is initiative.
Oh, fucking finally, God. Way, buddy, I love you. If I have to listen to one more of your fucking speeches, I'm going to kill you myself.
I didn't know you felt so strongly. Jeez.
Listen, I'm all about roleplay, but it's been 2 hours.
Oh my god, I love it.
that initiative.
Oh god.
Okay, Amric. This here bodyguard.
There we go. Sorry, it moaned at me that I didn't select the token.
Yeah.
I'll roll for Ambra, I guess, but she's not going to do anything but run away.
Is
I'm gonna
Amber
roll
the
step
girl?
initiative.
Yeah, she's the.
How do you roll what?
I believe
Yeah,
if you just
initiative.
click the name Snake on your Snake sheet while you.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Holy shit! Okay. Are you guys on the second page seeing the initiative tracker populate?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have all of the creatures, like everybody, or is it just what's on your screen?
It's just what's on our
That's
screen.
me.
Okay.
Just us
That
three at the moment.
explains a lot. Cool. Because I see everything across both screens, which is very interesting. But I guess you only see what's in your general vicinity. I'm going to roll for this guy just in case I need him.
Oh, thirsty boy.
Gonna sort descending. Okay, so you are at the top of the initiative order here, Siani. I'm going to give you the option. Like, the fight has not yet broken out downstairs that you are aware of. You see the three guys in the hallway. Like, do you want to do anything right now, or do you want to wait until the situation deteriorates? Because I will give you the option.
I was wondering if I could, like... Is there anything in the hallway I could, like, slither up so I could drop down on one of them if needed?
Does this thing have a climb speed? He asks, not knowing about the creature that he gave you.
Generally, snakes are fairly proficient at winding up things so long as they have
Sure.
something they can curl around.
I mean, okay, so, like, funny enough, like, this guard that's stationed right here, there's actually, like, a wall sconce, like, lantern above him. So, like, yeah, theoretically you could, like, position yourself, like, vertically above him, like, wrapped around, like, the wall lights, essentially. Give me an athletics check to see if you can get there easily on a single turn of
Is that off my own character?
slithering. It would be off of the snake's strength.
So I just roll strength then.
Yeah, just click like the STR on your snake sheet. Hiss and slither. Yeah, okay, so you're able to like slither your way out of the gap in the door and kind of like go around the corner. And like I will move you into this square, but like we will both know that you have moved so that you're kind of like above this guy, like hanging from like the light fixture. It's out of turn, but Bosing Baw, give me a perception check. Yeah, there is definitely a really large snake that just slithered out of that side door and like wormed its way up the wall and is now draped as though ready to like drop on this guard's head.
I'll wave my tail at Bo.
If I see the tail, then I'm like, see.
Okay. So you have put yourself in position, it sounds like, but you're not going to attack yet, I imagine.
No, and if there's any alert raised for these guys, then I will attack.
Okay, cool. So you're going to hold the attack part of your action until something happens. Right, so something happens. Ray, it's your turn.
It is my turn. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Aid.
Aid. Okay.
Aid.
So it's
off of your weapon. You choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each creature's hit point maximum and current hit points increases by 5. So I assume you're picking yourself and Lucina and Rhea.
Correct.
Right.
And then I'm going to give some bardic inspiration to... Did you roll for Rhea?
Oh, I did not. Good catch.
Yeah, I'll give it to Rhea.
Okie dokie.
And then I'll just give a small chuckle of, I guess the jig is up. And then just motion to Mom, just like, you can get up now.
Yeah, so you, as we'll recall, this particular instance of aid is coming off of the magic sword that you received, right? Mm-hmm. So you have to like you have to draw and like brandish the sword, and when you do and like activate it, like the blade like shimmers and glows with like a celestial like golden light, and Rhea and Lucina, you hear this kind of like celestial like choral music like kind of fill the room, and this kind of like strength and reassurance of like the divine like heavens like fills you and grants you these extra hit points. And like it is not a subtle nor is it a quiet effect. So even from upstairs, I think those of you who are like on the landing can hear this sound coming through, like muffled by passing through like a hardwood door. But regardless, you hear the sound of like angels singing.
And here we go.
Coming from somewhere else in the house. I will give you the option, Siani, to act now or wait. It is up to you.
I guess before they move at all.
You want to drop on this boyo?
Yeah.
All right, give me the attack roll. I will give you advantage for surprise.
Surprise flying snakes!
Surprise snack.
I guess I'll also call to Viet that it's time to get going.
It's time.
I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking high quarter.
I don't like that.
Oh, I don't like that. You have advantage, or you have inspiration. You could spend a reroll if you wanted.
Yeah. You know what? I might as well. Is that just normal roll now?
You still have advantage. It's just a straight reroll of the last roll is what I'm. Hey, look at that.
Okay.
Hey!
Cool. So go ahead and click bite there. All right. So I got to make him a Constitution saving throw. If he makes the save, he'll take half that poison damage. Otherwise, he'll take all of it.
Oh.
Just barely makes the save, but still, he will take. Let's see, it's round up, so he'll take 5 piercing, and then he'll take 8 poison. So
It
ain't.
Do you expect this to be easy?
It ain't insignificant. -5.
They're not the boss yet, man. These are just the fucking thugs.
Just the thugs in the hallway. Still, you can see his health bar, yeah, or
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So I mean, you didn't tickle him. Like you fall on him, and he's just like, what the fuck? And like you bite him, and he's just like, oh my god! And he's just like tearing at this snake that's landed on his shoulders, like confused as hell.
Do I still have movement?
So you basically what I was assuming.
Oh, with my movement before.
You moved out into the hallway on your turn, and then you held your actual like attack action until now. So you're just kind of like stuck on him, like.
So I'm not. I'm just riding the guard.
Yeah, you're just kind of like occupying his space for the moment. But this other guard, seeing you on his friend, like is just like, what the fuck, and runs over, and he's gonna try to grab you and to pull you off of his friend, and he's just like, where the fuck did this snake come from? So yeah, let's have him make an athletics check to try to get a hold of you, which is just a strength test. You can oppose him if you want to not be grabbed. You could oppose him with either your strength or your dexterity.
I'll go with dexterity. My dexterity is way better.
Okay. Okay, so somehow you continue slithering around on this guy's shoulders and like maybe like down into his jacket or something in such a way that his friend who is trying to grab you and pull you off just cannot get a hold of you in any meaningful way. And he's just like, Jesus Christ, what is this? You know, and they're both just like having a moment.
Slippery snake.
I'm just hissing at him.
Right? All right, there's like pandemonium in the hallway.
Pandemonium. How much noise are they making, realistically?
I mean,
they're
made a shitload of noise.
They are yelling and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on about this snake. Like, they're not exactly being quiet, and you guys did hear like a chorus of angels like emanating from downstairs. So
Okay.
it's not precisely what I would consider a quiet exchange at this point.
Okay.
Half of the course, so.
I guess we're gonna head out into the hallway like this,
Mhm.
and we're gonna shoot the 2 people who are at full health with Imbrus poison arrows.
Okay.
And we're gonna use, where is it? This one. Eh. Eh.
Okay, so first shot at the closer guy or the further guy?
Further guy.
Okay, so that will hit. So give me the damage roll. Oh, wow. That ain't bad at all.
That's max damage. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta do Swarm Keeper damage. Nah, hey, that is literally max damage on everything.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Okay, and then I gave you a handout or something about all this, right?
Yeah, basically, Imbrus makes their speed become 0 and they become floppy. But they're aware of everything that's happening to them. But they're like,
Floppy.
they're basically completely paralyzed.
Floppy.
Floppy. Where did I put that handout?
Uh,
Notes and letters.
general stuff, maybe? No. Party loot? No.
Oh, was it in Jalen Vomis's journal? Yeah, okay. Horrifying herbalism research. I found it. Let's see here.
I don't have that handout.
It's like under notes and letters, there's Jalen Vomis's journal, and then the second one is Jalen Vomis's journal, the useful parts.
Ah.
Let's see here. Adjusting a dose of Inverse reduces the creature's speed. Okay. So since this is since you are injecting it rather than having them ingest it, I am going to give him a Constitution saving throw to try to resist the effects, but it's not. But it's gonna be like a 15 because this stuff is potent. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, no, he becomes like 0 speed and floppy as the arrow strikes him, and he just kind of like begins to slump back against the wall. And he's just like, "Oh my god, what is this?" And it just starts to like kind of like droop down against the wall. And then you shot this guy. You also hit this guy with your second attack. So.
Yes. Would that guy be considered prone?
He is not prone. This gentleman who is also at full health is like actively trying to pull a snake off of someone.
Okay.
But yeah, you hit him for 7, and then you had poison on that as well.
Yes.
So I will have
Floppy.
him also make the Constitution saving throw. He successfully resists becoming 0 speed and floppy, but he does take 7 points of damage, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, there's more of them!
Great, I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay,
Oh,
that one
13.
misses.
Hold on.
Shoot him again!
Do I wanna? I'm gonna. It's not worth it. Bo's right there. I don't know Bo's right there, but it's not worth it. So I will instead use my bonus action to cast. Oh, that's an action. God damn it. I will use my bonus action to cast. Do I have any bonus action casts?
I don't think. Wait, wouldn't your third attack have been your bonus action?
Oh, you're right, and I missed. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I was about to say,
You're
like,
right,
I'm like, we're getting too many
right.
actions here.
You're right.
All right, so
You're right. So I'm just gonna stay there,
that's
You're a ranger, not a fighter.
And say-
Come on, man.
and I'm gonna hiss at him too.
like hiss at him in parcel tongue.
Yes.
I gotcha. Okay. So Amric down here, you pull out the sword. It glows like the magic goes out. He realizes that this is a bad time. Amric throws down a smoke bomb.
Shisha!
which like fills everything within like a 15-foot radius of him with dense, obscuring smoke. And then you like, I'm not gonna make it so that like, I'm not gonna put something over the screen so that you can't see what's going on, but like, you hear him like run over to this door, throw the door open, run out into the hallway under the cover of the smoke bomb that he has laid down. Like, you hear him like yell at the guard outside, "Do something! These fools are trying to kill me!" And then like proceeds to continue like running somewhere.
Do we hear this upstairs?
Yeah, I think downstairs you hear the sound of a very smarmy Amric Van Thamper demanding that his guards make themselves useful.
Is he like just off this balcony where I can like do a fucking like dive off the top rope to take him out?
I mean, you
Back off.
unfortunate. It is unfortunately not your turn.
I know.
We will get to you in a moment. But yeah, he spends his turn double moving to get away from you after throwing down his bonus action smoke bomb. Fucking pocket sand. So yes, now it is Rhea's turn. And she stands up from the couch, and I think she's just like gonna shrug and try to attack the guy that was sitting next to her with disadvantage.
She's learning.
You
Because
taught her
like,
well.
he's probably an evil cultist, so she might as well just like,
Yeah,
not
kill
let him
first,
get
ask
one.
questions later.
Yeah, not let him get one over on her. She doesn't have her shield out, so she'll go two-handed.
Fuck him up.
Not gonna hit. And then her extra attack. That one will hit.
Disadvantage, wasn't it?
What?
You said she was rolling at disadvantage. You've only rolled
Oh,
once.
right, disadvantage. Let me. Okay, so the first attack, like, even if I rolled better than that, that would still be the lower number.
Yeah,
so that
yeah,
would be. I will roll the second one again. You are right. Okay, so she misses with both of them, sadly.
I'm just because you said disadvantage, so.
Yeah, she's hacking away at the couch with her sword then, and this guy is just like, what the fuck is going on, right? Like he still hasn't had a chance to act yet, so he's real kind of like spooked and confused by this situation. Rhea's not gonna. She's kind of like putting herself between Ambra and this bodyguard, hoping that Ambra is just like a good and noble servant and not also evil. Let's see here. This guy out here in the hallway. So his speed is 0. What else does this do? Ingesting a dose of Embers reduces his speed to 0. During this time, the character is floppy but aware of everything that happens to them. At the end of each hour, they may attempt a Constitution saving throw, ending the effects on a success. Characters affected by Embers gain advantage on Wisdom perception checks for 24 hours thereafter. Okay, so he is not incapable of taking at least one of the actions that he has on his character sheet.
What's he gonna do? Fire a crossbow from the floor?
No, actually.
He's gonna flip you off weekly.
He's gonna move. He's gonna slug lord his way over to me.
He is going to issue a command to assault. The marshal targets one ally that it can see within 30 feet of it. If the target can see and hear the marshal, the target can make one weapon attack as its reaction. And he tells this guard, stab that asshole with the crossbow. But an 11 does not hit you.
No.
11.
11!
I will hiss at him again.
Man, you guys are weird. I'm just sitting here and visibly watching all this shit. Like, what the fuck?
Bo's
so
actually
this-
contemplating why the fuck he made this party. Could I just walked away?
This guard is going to step into and block this doorway, holding his spear at the ready, because the room is full of, like, billowing smoke. He's not exactly sure what's going on at this point. So, yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to contain you guys in the room while his boss tries to get away. This bodyguard is going to stand and draw his weapon and return the favor of trying to attack Rhea, who has been trying to attack him. He will also roll with disadvantage, so he'll take the 10, which means that he misses. We cut back upstairs. This bodyguard is the one with the snake on him, so he is going to try to remove the snake. You could attempt to oppose his 5 with either your dexterity or your strength, Siani.
Okay.
Okay, he likewise has not managed to get a hold of you in such a way as to meaningfully remove you from his personage. And that's what he spends his turn trying to do. Which brings us to the invisible Harflin.
Harflin shit. Harflin stuff. Aye, so like, if I look over this banister, can I see that guy that ran out of that room?
I think you like temporarily see like the fleeting edge of his cloak as he's like running into, like he's like throws open a set of double doors that goes into another room that you haven't seen inside of down there. But if you wanted to drop down there and try to like pursue him, you could.
It seems like a bad move.
I've seen what happens to Lubu. To people who
I
pursue
mean,
Lubu.
there's only really 2 guys up here that we got to worry about.
I was going to say, you guys have got this, right? Like, I'll actually turn to Vert and go, Vert, it's me, Bo. You guys have got this, right? Like, I'm gonna go see what that fucking bard's done now. Like, fuck. What?
Annie, of course, did not reply. She's just too busy laughing at her hissing at them with her.
I will hiss in the direction of Bo.
Right, great. Good talk, guys. And I'm just going to jump off this balcony to get back down.
This is how one sees a laughing snake.
Good talk.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Alright, so you just drop straight down the balcony, are you?
Yeah.
Which, this square or this square?
Yeah, I'll say this, right in the
The
middle.
square
Fuck
that's like right next to you, okay. I will grab you and move you back into this screen, and you basically land on this potted plant.
Perfect. And then if I've still got movement.
Yeah, I mean, like, falling doesn't really cost any movement in this case. Like, how much does your slow fall block, by the way?
Oh, fucking ridiculous amounts, man.
Like 36, isn't it?
It just depends on my level. I've got to find it.
I'm just curious.
Slow fall. Beginning at 4th level, we can use it. It's 5 times your monk level.
5 times your monk level. So
25.
25, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that more than blocks the damage of like falling. So you basically land on the potted plant, take no damage, and you can see that this door to your right here has been thrown open, and that appears to lead into like the kitchen. Because
I
you
do
always find the kitchen.
I do like food. Fuck, where do I go? Fuck it, I'll run over here and like take care of this guy.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Something bad is about to happen, but please make your attacks.
Fuck. Right, cool. Do I get advantage on this because I'm invisible and this marshal?
Yeah, I mean, like you'll have advantage for the first like set of swings because you're invisible and he doesn't see you. Oh god, yeah, that hits.
Bonk.
Oh, God.
All
You're
right,
right.
cool. So you leave him with 1 hit point.
Kill him
Alright,
already. Finish the job.
I can't.
Fury
This
of
room's just full of
bones.
smoke, right? Like,
Do what?
this room's just filling with smoke, right?
Yeah, it's filling with smoke.
I'll just take my second action and push him in.
Okay, so yeah, give me the shove check. Just make an attack roll.
Is it athletics or something?
Yeah, it's strength athletics. Okay, and he opposes you with his athletics, which he doesn't have trained, so he just makes a regular strength check. He actually manages to keep his feet as you try to like push him over into the
Oh, that bitch. Right,
The
fuck it,
room.
fuck it. flurry of blows. Just
Okay.
fucking knock him out now.
Okay, well, hang on. Actually, yeah, go ahead. I'll get to what I was about to do in a second. Does that hit him? Because he is a low-level guard. He's not that big of a deal. Yeah, that actually hits him, so... Yeah, you clonk him out. With your brawler's mug. And then I believe that is all of your actions, yeah?
Well, flurry the blows, and that was 20 feet to get over to, well, 25 feet. And I get an extra 10 feet, so I could run back towards the kitchen.
Okay, so go ahead and move to like here, I guess, and then stop for a second for me.
Okay. Oh boy, I'm in trouble.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
I'm in danger.
So the wax statue of Philamra Van Thamp
Oh,
begins
fuck.
to move as you start to
Oh,
run back
no.
the other direction, and it reaches out to grab you.
Why is it always
It
me?
was never wax to begin with.
Oh no, it's
Rude.
definitely a wax golem.
Swing and a miss.
Does a 17 hit you?
It does.
Okay. You take 10 points of bludgeoning
Fuck.
damage as these basically it hurls the wax like cat at you and misses, and then just like fucking cold cocks you with this very mechanical like straight punch to the side of the head.
You guys up here, just here.
And like and it's like being hit with like soft like pliable wax, right, that kind of like grossly like deforms to the side of your face as it continues to like push through with this like extra force, and kind of like the wax kind of like gets into like your facial hair and kind of like starts to pull it out by the follicle or whatever.
Oh my god, that's fucking horrifying. Fuck you.
So you have triggered the home security system. Congratulations.
Sweet. I'll take my last hit on her.
Okay, cool. Does that hit the golem? Yes, it does. Alrighty then.
And that's my turn.
-6.
Oh, right.
Righty then. So, yeah, her health bar is
Yeah, I was trying to get a wee peek at it though.
okay. So back upstairs. The door to this room here flies open, and emerging into the hallway is this weaselly looking man. I should give you guys. So here is the handout for Thirstwell Van Thamper.
Oh, he is a little bitch.
You're gonna
So
regret saying
he's
that
Oh.
now.
So he's a pro Fortnite gamer.
Yes. Also, for those of you who were downstairs in the room with him, here is the handout of Amric Van Thamper.
Fucking dick dastardly.
Right?
Yep.
But yes.
Does that make the cat with wings Muttley?
Maybe. I don't know. But yes, so Thirsty here emerges into the hallway, and he's like, "Why am I being disturbed?" And then he looks down the hallway. He's still like gripping this kind of like lightly glowing, like Hellraiser the movie-esque like puzzle box in his bony fingers. And he's just like, "Oh, there are intruders. Excellent. I want to show you something." And he brandishes the puzzle box towards you. He's gonna pick Vert, and he's gonna pick the snake.
Wait, where he's on the second floor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He just came out of the
there
hallway.
he is. I see him. Yeah.
He shows you a glimpse of the hells. Please make a
Mhm.
DC 14 intelligence saving throw.
Oh no, you're in danger.
Intelligence.
You're not a smart man, are you?
Oh,
Uh,
you fucking nice.
Okay, so
I didn't
you
know
take
Beer was
half
that smart.
damage.
I'm not a smart snack.
Actually,
Okay, so you use your mental stats from your from your Siani character sheet, not the snake's intelligence.
I was going to say, if it was from the Avisa character sheet, I'd be worried.
I haven't
Can
seen
she
the
choose to use
Avisa
the
character
snake
sheet.
one?
I'm not going to make judgments.
Apparently, I'm still not all that smart.
actually, oh wait, no, that's just on survival checks.
Okay, so yeah, you like there. You take 8 points of psychic damage and are not stunned. Siani Snake, you take 15 points of psychic damage, reverting you back to your normal like elf form, who kind of like plops out on the floor like. Wait, no, that's Bosing Ball. I had the wrong token copied.
Ah,
Where you
it was me all
You've
along.
turned into Bosing Ball.
going?
It's a new kind of wild shape.
Oh,
real-
you don't want that.
Naruto already did it. It's called substitution. What
Boasting
the fuck am I
Bono
doing here?
Jutsu?
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't know how I fucking got here. God.
Good
Substitution
to
of the
see. I'm
highest
fucking
level.
still around the guard. I shift back, and suddenly the guards are now wearing an elf.
Yeah, like you kind of like fall off of him like onto the floor like next to him because it's not really possible for you to like
Yeah.
occupy the same square for him anymore, and he kind of like looks down at you gobsmacked because like you're an elf, and like I don't know, I think we've established that like your character's kind of hot, so like that's weird, and also just like what the fuck is going on? Because like you both just heard this like a horrifying sound of like I don't know, hell imps and like screaming and torment, and you saw these horrible like visions of people being like tossed into like lava pits by devils, which did like, you know, enough psychic damage to you that it dispelled your animal form.
Yeah, she's just looking somewhat shell shocked.
Yeah, and Thirsty kind of like looks at the box in his hands and he's like, "Oh, it's everything that I ever wanted it to be." And that's what he does with the entirety of his turn. Downstairs, Ambra shrieks and runs out of the room and goes to find herself a place to hide.
I think you accidentally skipped Siani's turn.
No, she's at the top. She's 24.
Okay.
Ambra's 3.
Okay. On my turn order, I see the bodyguard up next.
Oh no, she should be at the top in a second here.
Okay.
I mean, I had to make a slight adjustment because I deleted the snake token, which deleted her initiative, so I had to put her back, but
Gotcha.
I know where she is. Yeah, you watch as she like runs past you, Bo, probably like throws open this door like next to the statue and then continues running through the foyer and throws open another door on the far side. But otherwise, and actually like Lucina's technically next on my initiative tracker. So finally, I'm sorry Hillary, it has taken so long to get back to you, but it is your turn.
Oh,
Finally.
good.
This is what happens when you
Alright.
pull the whole house.
We don't have any other
There's
way.
still smoke in this room, right?
Yeah, it is still like obscured in this room because of the smoke bomb.
Well, I can get around that because fuck this guy on the couch. I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians,
Oh
and
goodness.
he can
Oh,
suck
boy.
it.
I'm assuming you're designating that your spirit guardians don't affect anyone you consider a friend.
Correct.
Okay. Seemed right, but I was just making sure. Bodyguard Kun, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Bodyguard Kun.
Nope, he fails. He takes 15 points of damage.
Yikes.
Into the meat grinder.
He's just like, oh god, what's happening?
And I imagine it's just like little black cats as mini panthers scratching him up.
Oh my god, so you just
That's
have a bunch of like just black cats just appear and fill the room and just start scraping and clawing at his legs.
You know what?
Yep,
At least it's
pretty
not
much.
a fucking collection of beer again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god. What's the radius of this spell?
15 feet. I'll put a
15
bubble
feet.
on me.
Okay, yeah. Give me that aura just so I'm aware.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, Jesus, that covers a huge area.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, so 24, top of the initiative, second round. Feels like it's been much longer than that, but actually that's all. Siani, you are actually stunned because of the psychic damage of being made to look into the 9 hells. So we actually do skip your turn.
Oofed.
So we're back to
That's rough,
Ray
buddy.
and your magic
Yeah.
sword in a room full of smoke and black cats.
Hmm. I guess. I'm trying to think. The room is full of smoke. I guess I'm going to just try and get the guy on the chair before he causes any more harm.
Sure. It will be at disadvantage because of the obscuring nature of the smoke. Just
Yeah, I know.
FYI.
Just follow all the cats. They'll lead you straight to him.
Eh.
No, sadly, not enough.
Okay. One. I'll say I was there, so it's 5.
I love how there's just 3 people staring at this guy stuck on this couch.
You clearly don't like this guy.
I'll just go over here.
All right, he will take an attack of opportunity at disadvantage as you attempt to leave his space because you swung at him and then he swings back. But
That's fine.
he isn't able to hit you either. The smoke is making it very difficult for anyone to
And the
get
cats.
anything done in this room except Mom, who is MVPing like nobody's business.
Be back in a bit.
All right, upstairs.
Oh my god, I just noticed the wax golem in the initiative. Sorry.
Yeah, he's the golem's in initiative. It was always there. It was just hidden from
No,
you.
I was hoping I was ahead of it, but alas.
Nope. Let's see here. This guy is gonna swing on you, Vert, because you shot him with an arrow.
Okay.
Does 21 hit you?
A 21 would hit me if I didn't use my armor to teleport away.
Oh, you're gonna Raven Bamf
Yes,
past him?
I am going to Raven Bamf backwards. Actually,
Okay.
Peace.
I have a plan.
Okay, so you swing, you become you disapparate into a cloud of ravens and move backwards, and he's just staring wide-eyed and confused at you, and looks at his sword and then looks at you again, and he's just just completely beside himself, and he just kind of stands there confused, which leads into your turn.
No. Okay, I have thought this out. I have what I believe is the greatest series of. Hold on.
The greatest series.
Next
Hold on, I'm
time.
getting a call.
On D&D.
Yeah, well, okay, so there's going to be screaming for 5 episodes, and then finally he's going to spirit bomb.
I thought we'd just done the screaming for 5 episodes, but
All right, sorry. It's a doctor calling me for an appointment, I guess.
it's all good, man. Don't worry about it.
Let's see, 6, 8. I'll just look him up and give him a call later. Oh, okay, cool. Center for Colon and Digestion. Okay, cool. So I have got what I believe is the greatest series of actions I could possibly take.
Okay.
So,
I'm all ears.
bonus action.
Okay.
Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Nope, I didn't mean to roll that. I was supposed to give you a spell description. Right? So, Zephyr Strike. That increases my movement by 30 feet.
Okay.
As my movement, I will burn 2 charges of my cloak to move there, hitting all of these people in the process.
Okay.
They all take 1d10 plus 3, I believe.
Okay, as you you fly through them.
Yeah, they have to make a DC 14 dexterity save.
Okay. So start with this bodyguard.
Something tells me Thirsty Boy isn't very dexterous.
Okay, he fails. Second bodyguard. Also fails. Thirstwell. Makes it.
Oh,
With a 13? No, he fails.
Or what was the save DC?
14.
Oh, it's 14. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you said 13.
No.
And then the marshal laying on the floor. He is going to be at disadvantage because he's in a bad way.
He's a floppy boy.
Somehow, despite being a floppy boy.
That's okay.
And
He still takes
disadvantage.
half.
Okay, so it's 1d10 plus 3.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I mean, still 5.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to attack Thirstwell with this. This one. Hold on. Where is it? Yes, 1d8 force damage. So I'm going to attack him with with that.
With the rifle. Got it.
With the rifle.
That will definitely hit him.
Okay, so that's that plus 1d8. Ugh, it's not great.
What's the D8 from?
Huh? Zephyr Strike.
Zephyr Strike.
Oh, from Zephyr Strike. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. I kind of lost the plot because a bunch of stuff
Yes,
happened there.
I know. So Zephyr Strike was to increase my movement so that I could hit all of these guys
Right,
with
right.
the
Okay.
movement thing, and then I additionally hit Thirsty with an attack that had the extra 1d8 from Zephyr Strike.
So yeah, you just went like boom, 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 and then when you
Yes.
appeared on the other side, like out of the storm of like ravens and crows, like you're
Yes.
there with the gun in your hand, looking like some dramatic scene from Hellsing, and just boom.
Yes.
I will point out you technically give yourself advantage if you want to fish for a crit.
Oh yeah, you're right. I do want to try and
Yeah, fish for the crit.
I will fish for the crit. Nope, but that's
God,
okay.
how amazing would that have been?
It
I know,
would have
right?
been amazing.
Worth a shot though, man. Fuck.
Might as well. So yeah, downstairs. It is Amric's turn. He's just like, you hear from the kitchen him screaming, "Get out of my way, you old hag!" And then like a door is thrown open, and he continues like fleeing from you.
Damn. Should have went to the kitchen.
And he is going to run downstairs into the basement. Yeah, alright. So that is his turn. Now, the wax
Fuck.
golem. Hello, Master Ball. How are
No
you
like
doing
it.
today?
Don't like it.
You know what? I'm going to do something novel.
What, kill me again?
Here I go, kill him again.
The wax golem can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide without squeezing. In addition, it can enter a hostile creature's space and stop there. The first time it enters a creature's space on a turn, that creature must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw, or take 1d10 points of bludgeoning damage and begin choking as wax fills its lungs.
Big money, no whammies. Fuck.
You want to lucky that?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Definitely, man.
Wait a minute. You made the wrong thing.
What do you mean?
Why?
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I was reading the second
Dexterity
part.
save.
Yeah, I was reading the
No,
acrobatics
okay.
or athletics save.
Okay, so yeah, it spends its action trying to like disapparate like into just like a mass of like liquid wax and like fill your space and try to like coat you in its form and like flood into your mouth and nose, and you're able to kind of like spring away from it and keep that from happening, so it just like reforms, and it's still like it reforms still in the form of Thalamra Vanthamper, but now with a much more like angry and hateful like demonic expression, and it just like is still like menacing you, but it takes it its whole action to try to like suffocate you in wax. So
It's like that episode with Mr. 3 from One Piece.
I know, right? Try to turn everyone into a fucking statue.
What is it with things trying to swallow Bo?
I don't know.
As I'm
He's so
bite-sized.
tiny. He's little finger food.
It's
Yeah, I'm
funny to
bite-sized,
me.
man.
All right, so Rhea still in the room. There is still a guard that needs to be dealt with. Fill your space and flow into your mouth.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's terrible.
I was joking earlier when they were talking about stripping people in a room. Like, if it was that kind of party, I guess it is. Like, fuck.
I could not have put my headset on at a better time.
Okay, well, the second
Right.
one finally hits. Rhea does something useful. Hooray. She inflicts 11 points of damage on the guard. He is very hurt and then very nearly, like, out of hit points. Meanwhile, upstairs, yeah, the wax golem can apparently enter people's squares and try to suffocate them, so it's a bad
Yeah,
time
that's
for everyone.
horrifying. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I made a great monster. It's really
Yeah.
wonderful.
I guess
Brilliant,
it's a
man.
security system with an asphyxiation fetish.
The guard marshal laying on the floor kind of like looks up at Thirstwell, and he's like, I know you're the boss, but like, please just do something. And he's gonna issue the attack order. And Thirstwell is going to...
Every time I see Command Assault, I just think of Valkyria Chronicles. Squad 7, move out.
Squad 7, move out, yeah. Like, it's pretty funny. He's gonna throw a knife at you, Vert. 17, I believe, hits you.
17 does hit.
He does a big old 2 points of damage with this thrown
Oh,
dagger.
no. 2 points.
Look, Thirstwell's damage is not from his weapon. It's from his hellbox. Let's see here. That guard that's in the initiative order there is the one that was downstairs that Bo knocked out. So the next bodyguard in my initiative order is the one that's downstairs with you assholes. He's gonna swing back at Rhea. Disadvantage. Even with... Well, no. No, he misses. Even with the 17, he misses.
Since he's starting the turn in my bubble, he takes damage again.
And he does have... Does he have to make the
Fucking-
save again?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
But Guardians is so fucking OP, man. I love it.
Let me roll back up.
She posted it. He fails. It's a 14 damage.
Cool. 14 points of damage. Yeah, so he is dead now.
Hooray!
Hooray!
So I guess technically he doesn't even get to swing and miss because he starts the turn and the spirit, like the black cats just descend on him and rip him apart. Wow, that was a lot of cat noise there. This
For once,
one
not
is
from me.
gonna stab. He has advantage against you because you're stunned. He's gonna stab you laying on the floor there, Siani. Which is very rude, I know, but
Absolutely rude.
does a 16 hit you?
It does
No.
not.
Okay, so somehow he manages to miss a stunned prone elf laying on the ground.
Oh. Before he
Truly.
takes his turn,
Yeah.
I actually had 2 attacks and I forgot to take them against him.
Oh, against Thirstwell?
Yeah. Would an
yeah,
18 have hit him?
I believe that does hit.
Okay. It's just the 15.
Okay.
And before he takes his turn, I'm going to step in. Seer's reaction.
Okay.
That is both higher than my initiative and higher than the current place in the initiative, so I will take my turn right now.
Okay.
If that doesn't bother you.
Result is higher than your current initiative, your place in the initiative order changes accordingly. If the result is higher than the current place in the initiative order, you take the next turn immediately and then use the higher number starting next round. Okay, so yeah, you move to here, like you'll act here, and then your initiative becomes 19.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So, first thing I am going to do is Hunter's Mark Thirstwell there.
Sure.
Because why not? Oh, jeez.
Oh no, you rolled a 1?
Oh, yeah, but it's only D20s.
It's a damage roll. It's not a D20 roll.
So, and then we're going to shoot him with sharpshooter for 3 shots, because why not?
Bam, bam, bam.
I'm gonna use a what do you call it? Inspiration thing to re-roll, because those shots sucked.
I mean, you don't get to
There we
re-roll
go.
all of them. You get to re-roll
just
one
one.
of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So which one are you re-rolling? I need to
The last
know.
one. So yeah, so
Okay.
it's a 17, a 9, and a 21.
Okay, a 17, a 9, and a 21. Okay. Let's see here. So the 17, with the first one that is clearly going to hit, he is going to Lord of Imps. Whenever Thirstwell or a creature he can see makes an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check, Thirstwell can temporarily open a portal to the 9 hells through which an imp can emerge to interfere, causing the roll to be made with advantage or disadvantage according to Thirstwell's discretion. So please re-roll that first attack for me.
That's bitch.
The
Okay, so
audacity of this bitch.
So the first attack misses, the second attack misses, and then the third attack will still hit because he can't do that more than once on a turn.
Cool.
But yeah, this little portal opens and this like imp reaches out and like smacks your gun.
Oh. So that is 24 damage to him. 26 damage to him.
26 damage. Cool. He is still alive.
And that was action, bonus action, and yeah, that's it. That's all I'll do. I'll stay here.
Okay.
Hit me, bitch. This guy can't. Well, I might back up a little bit because this guy can't move. He can't hit me. Back up a little bit.
Let's scooch it back a little bit.
Here.
Do we teens a bit?
And then 17 hits.
Yes.
You take 10 points of force damage and then are
Holy
shoved
shit.
10 feet directly away. Out the window behind you.
Ooh, can I make a dex save to try and grab the windowsill?
Yeah, I'll give you a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage. Because technically it hurls you 10 feet, so you're actually, like, here when you
Okay.
stop moving.
Dexterity save with disadvantage.
Okay, so
Oh.
you are left
Very good
dangling from, like, the edge of, like, the windowsill by your hands, having, like, pushed through, like, the glass and, like, the curtains, as he just, like, he brandishes the puzzle box at you, and he's just like, die, insect, and, like, a beam of force just flies out of it, smacks you in the chest, lifts you off your feet, and hurls you out the window.
Listen, I feel like my antlers catching the window.
Oh my god, so it's even worse, like you're hanging at the bottom of the window frame by your antlers, just like dangling, like kicking against the wall. I will give you cover for being mostly behind the wall, but he's gonna take his second Eldritch Blast shot at you. And he's gonna miss. So it just more bits of the window frame is expelled out through the window as he shoots with another Eldritch Blast, but it amounts to little. But he's already put you in a horrible compromising position either way, so he got what he wanted. Let's see here. Ambra's gonna continue hiding, so that brings us back to Lucina. You know that the guard that was in the room with you has dropped. In fact, after Emmerich's last turn, I guess the smoke probably started to dissolve. So by your turn, it's probably fairly clear to you in this room that guard is dead, and the guard outside the door is dead. And it sounds like Bo's fighting something in the hallway.
Alrighty.
Am I in this initiative down here, or am I just in the one still upstairs?
I know where you are in the initiative. Oh, I actually accidentally deleted you. I'm sorry. Let me.
You
know what your number was?
I was looking for it there. It was 8 or something.
Was it 8? Okay.
8. I think.
I'll let you take your action after
Yeah, that's
Lucina
cool.
here, and then I'll sort you accordingly. I'll give you this new better initiative as an exchange for me fucking up.
Oh, I'll take it. That's higher on the wax.
Okay. So I dash actioned to move farther.
Okay.
Wax figure will take Spirit Guardian damage.
Okay.
Hold on, let me roll it again.
Where is my... Where did you go? Oh, there she is. I was like, I minimized her character sheet. I couldn't find it because I have too many open right now.
And then I don't want the Spirit Guardian to attack this person in the kitchen until I know whether she's hostile or not.
Okay, so you're going to allow her to not take the bad. Gotcha.
Yes. If she attacks me on her turn, though, then all bets are off.
Okay, cool. So the wax golem will take 15 points of damage from the spirit guardians. So Lucina runs past you, Ba, with a herd of spiritual cats following her that do stop and claw and maim at the base of this waxen statue that's been trying to beat the shit out of you.
I'm just coughing and screaming and going, "What the fuck is even going on in here?"
Now it is your turn to try to make sense of it.
I mean, fuck it. I'm here. I'll attack it.
That'll hit.
Second one.
That will also hit.
And then I will flurry of blows again.
Okay. Yeah, 15 will hit. This thing doesn't have a huge armor class. It just has a fair amount of hit points and a weird gimmick.
I hate it so much.
That will also hit.
Uh,
Still standing.
And I get the disengage for free when I take flurry of blows, so I'll just run around here and be like, "Yeah, fuck that.
Yeet.
Good luck."
Yeah, so you're just blasting bits of wax off of it with your blows, and it just it's basically doing the T-1000 no cell. It's just pieces are splatting on the wall behind it, and it just reaches out to try to grab you with both of its hands, and you just peace and run away, and it does this thing where its head turns to an unnatural angle without the rest of the body turning to accommodate its movement, and it's just gonna start doing the T-1000 run after you, probably. But meanwhile, in the kitchen here, the frazzled looking maid who is been doing the cooking up to this point, just like shrieks and screams as you and Lucina both like bust in here, and she's just like, she's got like a kitchen knife in her hand, but she's like shaking and just looks really confused, and she's like, oh my god, please don't hurt me, I don't have anything, just take the sausage.
Ooh.
Don't mind if
Deal.
I do. Yeah. Like, jump over the table and be like, yoinking and run this way, because I had like 40 feet movement.
Oh, and also the winged cat has since like moved onto the prep table while she's freaking out and is just starting to eat whatever it can get its mouth on.
Right.
So
Like Bo.
you know,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
like cats do.
Is it reacting to any of my cats?
No, I mean it seems to just want food.
Okay, cool.
It's a very hungry kitty.
Poor hungry kitty.
So meanwhile, upstairs, Siani, you are no longer stunned, though you are prone, and you have two angry bodyguards like hovering above you, and Vert just got thrown out the window by a blast of pure elemental energy.
Okay, so what can I do while prone?
I mean, you can spend half of your movement to stand up. Like, it does not prevent you from doing anything. If you want to continue attacking from the ground, you can. It's just any melee attack you make while laying on the ground will be at disadvantage.
I mean, my planned attack was not melee, so I guess that's the first thing she's gonna do is well, take a page out of Lucina's book.
Oh, you gonna Spirit Guardians too?
Yep.
Oh my god!
The blender.
Oh, the blender begins.
Does it
And
blend?
What does your Spirit Guardians look like?
Snake.
so I actually had a grid. Can the look of it change, or is it always a fixed thing?
I mean, it can be whatever you want it to be.
Because I had this thing that it's always going to be the last animal she shifted into.
Oh my god, so it's just like a swarm of snakes exude, like spiritual snakes exude out from you in every direction? Oh
Pretty
my.
much.
Ugh. It's terrible. I love it and I hate it, and I'm gonna make a wisdom saving throw for thirsty.
Spirit Guardians is one of the best spells ever.
And he's gonna fail, which means he's gonna die.
Oh, I wanted to kill him.
Sorry. Not sorry.
It's okay. No, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. And then for the bodyguards. Okay, so one of them, the one who tried to stab you, makes his save. The audacity of this bitch.
I know, right? Fuck. Just die already.
Fucking rude.
But, I mean, he's not exactly in good shape. In fact, him and his buddy are basically almost the exact same amount of hit points. Oh, God. Does the Spirit Guardians, like, go through walls and shit?
Yes,
should.
because they're not physical
But they're
beings, they're
ghosts.
ethereal.
Okay, so this thing that you're not aware of in the corner over here needs to make a saving throw as well.
Oh.
Nice.
And it fails, which kills the imp.
Nice.
That was hiding in that room.
Yay, collateral damage.
It was that imp that Bo hit with a dart.
Oh, yes.
Fuck that imp.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
No problem.
So this is what it feels like, Matt Mercer. Now I understand.
And as this is a bonus thing,
Yeah.
do this.
Oh my god. Wait, actually, you cannot. You can't cast two leveled spells on the same turn. That is stipulated in the rules.
Okay.
You could still, like, Spirit Guardians costs you your main action, right? So you still have your bonus action and you still have your movement, but like it is stipulated in the combat rules for spellcasting that you can only cast one cantrip and one leveled spell at a given turn if you're capable of casting either of them as a bonus action, but you can't cast two leveled spells in the same turn, which Spirit Guardians and spiritual weapon are both leveled spells because one's a level 3 and one's a level 2. So
Okay. I guess she's just gonna get up and cast Shillywilly.
okay, yeah. So you can bonus action cast Shillelagh, get your magic stick on. And I assume you're going to stay here to avoid theoretically taking any attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, she's gonna stand her ground.
Okay, cool. Vert, you're out the window. You're hanging by your antlers. You're hanging by a moment.
What's it going to take to get me out this window or up this window?
Give me an athletics or acrobatics check to pull yourself back up in the room.
Okay, well, we all know which one that's going to be.
Parkour.
Hey! Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Okay. That should be a natural 20 because I still had it on disadvantage.
Either way, you managed to pull yourself up, and you can put yourself back in the hallway.
Oh,
Sick. You
he's
make it look
dead.
sexy. Fuck.
He's laying in a heap on the floor with the puzzle box just kind of like laying on his chest, like pulsing, like the infernal runes on the outside pulsing in this light kind of like glowing lava color.
Yoink.
Just gonna grab that up.
Yep. And then...
I'm just gonna go, my bad? With a question mark at the end of it.
Actually, no, we're not going to move any further. We're going to stay here. We're going to take 2 shots at these motherfuckers.
All right.
Pop. Pop.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll hit both of them.
Okay. And then I got to take Swarmkeeper off for this one. So that's 16 damage to one of them and 7 to the other.
Yeah,
they are dead.
You drop them both.
Cool. I'm going to take a pot shot at this guy too. But I'm just going to like shoot him in the arm or something, right? I'm not going to outright like murder him.
You're just going to like wound him?
Yeah, I'm going to be like, if you know what's good for you, you'll stay there until we're finished.
Yeah, so you'll have advantage, and if you hit him, it automatically crits because he's completely incapacitated on the floor. Okay. So you hit him, obviously. I'll just double the damage, so he takes like 20.
20.
Okay.
That's a hell of an arm shot.
Yeah, so you basically just like shoot him like real fully in the shoulder, like the bullet like digs through like his breastplate and probably pushes some of like the metal into the wound, and he's just like, oh, God, fucking damn it, no paycheck is worth this.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
And then I guess I will just take my last, 10 feet of movement?
Yeah.
10, 15 feet of movement and come up here by Siani. Well, that was interesting.
To say the least.
Certainly a word for it, as you're surrounded by ethereal snakes.
And I'll just point down the stairs and say, shall we?
Shall we?
Let's.
Right. So. Oh God, Spirit Guardians last for 10 fucking minutes? Jesus Christ.
Best spell ever, man.
I should not have given that to Siani. Oh well.
Spirit Guardians is best.
I love it. I'm actually completely here for it. Ray, it's your turn. The room is no longer filled with smoke. Everybody else has apparently like left you behind, except for Rhea, who is just giving you the confused, like, what do we do now look.
I just give her a shrug and say, well, guess we follow. 5, 10, 15, 20.
This statue is definitely like looming toward you.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
It's just like, nope, not engaging.
Yep, pretty much. Fuck it. I'll just try and get the hit from here.
Hey!
Oh.
Nice.
15.
Fuck yeah.
Right. Almost got it down, but it's still got a little bit left to go in it.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Right,
I
yeah.
have no damaging
Do
bonus
something.
actions. Alright.
I
And
will-
he'll probably die at the start of his turn.
Yeah,
Ah,
Spirit
that's true,
Guardians will
actually.
probably finish it off. All right,
Okay,
Master
and
Ball.
we'll start one
Oh,
more
sorry.
step. Mom already. No, Mom does not. Can I get bardic inspiration on Mom? Can I see her?
Yeah.
Bardic
Actually,
inspiration.
you gave her bardic inspiration at the beginning of the fight.
No, I
She
gave
hasn't used
Rhea.
it yet.
I gave Rhea bardic.
Oh, you gave it
inspiration.
to Rhea.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, now you have bardic inspiration as well, Mom.
Thank you.
Oh God, I just realized. Okay, hang on. Well, we'll get to it when at the start of your turn, I guess.
I was going to say, because with that, I get an extra 10 foot of movement, so that would have been like 45 to get over there.
Yeah. Okay. So, Master Ball, like he's like I technically left him here, but he's actually
he's
like
downstairs.
downstairs.
Yeah. Figured.
I will grab him and actually move him to where he's at in the basement.
I'll probably just hold up here and wait for people before I head down.
Okay. So you just want to hold action and wait and see how this
Yeah,
shakes out.
I'll keep an eye down there and just
Yeah.
just keep an eye out basically.
I mean, he's definitely downstairs. You hear him like cursing and like yelling and not paying much attention to the fact that like you could probably like somebody can probably still hear him, and he's like I don't know, like you hear him just like you should fucking do something, and he's like slamming his palms against like something that seems to be made out of wood, or he's doing something. You're just not sure what.
Maybe I will jump down and see what he's up to. Fuck it. Aye, I'm gonna jump down. See what he's up to.
Okie dokie. Just keep track of how much movement you've used up to this point as I
Like 5 foot.
grab your token. You jump down the stairs.
Yep.
And you will land like here's probably. Let me grab Master Ball and move you to this new map. Do you see yourself?
Yes, I do. 10.
So he, as you step out from this area, he kind of like looks over his shoulder. He's like, "Fuck!" And he's like found a crowbar, and he's like prying at this stack of crates that he's standing next to.
I don't think so.
Let me right back. Someone's coming.
So I'm just gonna try and hit him with that stunning strike.
Okay. What's your DC?
No, I have to hit him first, so 13.
Does that hit him? No, it does not. That one will hit him.
It's DC 13 con save.
Okay. Minus 10 for him. And then a DC 13, you said?
Yeah.
Constitutional saving throw, which he fails. So he is stunned.
And I'll just kind of sit here with him.
I'll just use that for stunned right now. Yeah, and he's like, you hit. He's just like it kind of like it rings his bell, and he's just like, and he's like still holding onto the crowbar, and like you can see he's like partially like opened this wooden crate, and like these long, slender, like purplish, like wrinkly skinned fingers like emerge from the hole that he's made in the crate. They've got these long like fingernails coming off of them, like some Pan's Labyrinth, like Guillermo del Toro shit. And you see these like two like pinpoint eyes in the darkness of this crate, like burning coals, like looking out through the hole, and they're just like, "Oh look, a tasty rodent."
Right, wait, hang on. I'm all back the fuck up. So that was 10 foot. 15, 25, 30, 35, right, cool. Just feel like stun, fingers, creepy shit, like, nope, fuck that, I'm out.
Nope.
That's me.
Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. Let me go ahead and do you. Do you see yourself on the tracker still, or no?
Nah.
Okay, well, you'll probably see. Well, I guess you'll at least see this when it'll be in the chat when I roll it. I'm a bastard.
And
Okay, what I miss?
I think with my bonus action, I'm going to drink a
Uh,
potion.
a crate broke open, and now there's lots of little spine devils coming out.
Oh,
It's true.
delightful.
We'll get to them. Okay, we're on the wax golem. I'm gonna resort descending and then do.
I'm going to have a potion for my bonus action, if that's alright.
Yeah, go ahead. Wait, no, wrong screen. Well, the wax golem sees you now, Ray, as its only viable target, since it's lost track of the others. Oh, wait, no, it has to make the wisdom saving throw. Please post your damage to the chat for me, will you, Lucina?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it dies. Because even if it takes half damage, I think that's more health than it has, but we shall see. Well, hilariously, it actually makes the save, but it still takes what, like 6?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you leave it with 1 hit point.
Raya, do something.
Hey, what? No, not minus 60. Minus 6.
Yes, minus 60.
Yeah.
Okay, it's got the 1 hit point left. It comes around the corner, and it's just gonna fucking try to punch you, Ray.
Okay.
19 hits.
Yep.
Take 11.
Okay.
And an 18 hits. Take another 11.
Fucking hell, man.
As it just 1-2 combos you with its mighty waxen hands.
The good old 1-2 fuck you.
Wombo combo.
Indeed. Alright, Rhea's gonna run straight at the golem. Sword in hand. Actually, you know what? She's gonna be smart. She's gonna run here and skid to a stop behind it. Get that flank dick, that flank stake advantage.
That
That
flank dick.
advantage.
Flank stake.
That flank dick.
All right, yeah, 16 points of damage, like more than overkills the wax golem.
Fucking cut that motherfucker in half.
Hooray, she was useful. And she just kind of like looks like she's breathing heavily, having like cleaved through this thing, and just like looks at her sword and then looks at you and then looks at the pile of wax on the ground, and she's just like, what the fuck is going on, Ray?
Language, dear.
Sorry, Mom. And then she like again like looks at you and much quieter is like, what the fuck?
Muffled through the stairs, you just hear, what the fuck?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, you say. So, hilariously, at this point, because all the bodyguards are dead, the marshal basically is not capable of acting. Thirstwell is dead. Ambra's not going to fight you. She's hiding. And the wax golem is dead. So the only people who are in initiative at this point are... Oh, I accidentally deleted Amric. Amric's downstairs, but he's stunned out. I'll just put him back in the order informally. I think because there's literally no enemies left upstairs, and it's just Amric and the Spined Devils downstairs with Bosing Ba. Like, you've cleared the upper part of the house as far as you know. Like, this may be a good time, because we have actually run like 45, 50 minutes longer than we normally would, to like give it a stopping point and pick up with the rest of the nonsense next time.
Aye.
That sounds like a good place to stop.
So, oh, also, I need to make saving throws for 2 enemies that are secretly inside of your aura, Lucina, that you aren't aware of. I'll just do it as
Well,
I'll
now
use
she
the
is.
one.
God.
I'll use the one that you re-rolled for the wax golem for the damage, just to make it simple. Here's the thing, like, this house is full of imps.
You don't
Like-
say.
Like, literally full of imps, but they're only in specific rooms, and they only attack you if you go in those rooms. But the spirit guardians don't give a fuck. So that one's dead.
Haha, Spirit Guardians go Bert.
I imagine they'll make a nice snack for the cats.
Right.
And the snacks.
And the blood imp. Also dead. Okay, so you somewhere 2 imps that you haven't actually visibly seen but wound up in the area of your spirit guardians fall from a shelf and die. This is
Best
obnoxious.
spell ever.
This is obnoxious. Oh my god.
Mom is a
Like,
killing machine.
Mhm.
Today she is, for sure. Oh my god. Well, that was fucking excellent, everyone.
That was some good shit.
You have definitely wrought carnage on this house. Also, I loved that point where you were just like, finally combat. If I have to hear one more Ray's speeches, I'm gonna kill him myself.
Christ.
Thanks, I hate it.
Listen, I love you, brother, but
Oh my god.
Listen, I gotta get some information out for my hooks.
It's fair. I'm gonna go ahead and I will mark down everything that you've killed and everything that has transpired this session, and I will do like a big combined like grand total between this one and next session, like together, just so that like you get to see like all of the rewards accrued for like the big like boss rush.
Ray, when you finally catch up to Amric, I really need you to like kick open the door and go, "Where's mommy?"
I hate it.
Fucking wonderful. But yes, so good game, everyone. You have
GG.
slaughtered.
GG.
You have slaughtered many bodyguards and a bunch of accidental imps, and Vert of all people is in possession of an infernal puzzle box.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.